His choice.
This is sad.
It is
what?
sad. He's very angry about the fact that he can't have colliders on that bucket.
Wait,
That was one
why?
of the things to do.
Why?
Oh, we took the colliders off the bucket.
And other people had to go ruin it for everyone.
Wait, why do you have to take it off?
Why?
Oh, they took-
Is that a quest stuff or
What?
something?
Nope.
Just people-
Why did it?
just
Why did
people
you have to take the
messing it up.
collider off?
I don't know. Are we
Did-
streaming already?
Did the devs ask him very, very nicely to take it off?
I am
multiple
streaming, by the
times?
way, so
What's happening?
Nope.
we're not about to answer that question.
There's a reason for
All right, Ella.
Okay, I'll ask you about that later. Maybe, if I'm still on.
Wait, what the fuck?
Can you tell me later?
That is an actual reason for the bucket not having colliders.
Ooh.
What
Well,
the-
apart from glitching to the
In the
basement.
plugs. They removed the colliders.
This is so sad.
Oh.
It is sad. It is
How
sad
will we
indeed.
sit on the countertops now?
Anyway, Squid, you're
So
never
then
gonna
you can
believe what
bring
I'm gonna
up
show
all the
off for
doors.
this one. It's gonna be.
And make a
You know what it
bucket
is?
with
You know what
colliders.
it is? Nothing. I got nothing.
An exit stair. Oh.
Oh,
This-
you wanna
Just
strong?
up to a
No, I had to
more
close down the exit stairwell because they broke that too.
friendly avatar.
Yeah, you wanna
So no one
you
has
wanna
to
something
block
else
them.
as well? I think your last upload broke the elevator a bit.
Did it? No,
Yeah,
no,
when
the
the
last
elevator doors-
VRChat update broke the elevator. I've been trying to upload fixes for it.
Because they
Okay,
changed the
well,
animation
the-
sync.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, the only thing we see is that every time the door opens, the last floor is
It's a
visible
phenomenon.
every time.
Fuck.
Because they changed the animation sync, probably. Since you said you were so dependent on that.
Non-American ship.
Hmm.
Yeah, they definitely fucked something up with animation sync. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, but the
Haha, so
floor,
we were
the
right, it's a
last floor
non-American
shouldn't be
ship.
visible still. Though.
I mean, that could be something
That
related
is
in the
correct.
animation.
You
I
are.
don't know.
Was it the same floor every time, or was it like literally?
No, it was different floors, but the last floor was always visible in the background.
Yeah, you see,
Let's
it's
just
not
say
even.
most of
I'm
them
gonna
were
throw out.
visible.
I'm gonna throw out most of them. Most of them are also. Most of these issues are also
How can
not
you do it?
consistent. So if like I go test it,
I'm talking to myself.
someone else
What
has
are
the
you
problem.
fucking doing?
Yeah, I figured you'd talk to yourself. You also
Mm,
talk to the mirror. Or whatever's
Like,
left
others
of the
are
mirror
like
after you look at it.
at the end of
Very
the day.
fucked.
Cyan.
How
Cyan is great.
dare
I'm
you
not
say
gonna
that
forget
to
what
me
to say
at my
today. I don't know
cat's
why.
bar
Figure out how I
Why?
can get around their crap.
I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you a
going
picture
to
real
ruin
quick of
all
what
of
I'm
your-
holding in my hand.
Because you're weird. Hold on, let me open this.
It
thing is
is.
that
I'm
they fixed
bypassing
something for the
dash.
Do that, I'll tell
You're
mom.
bypassing Dash?
Keep the poops
Wait, I thought you used the
Yeah,
vibe.
to do.
And I will tell your Jew
I'm on the
that
Oculus
you
right now.
have your
It's like I
belly
just
out
use
in the
whatever
open.
headset I have plugged in.
Alright.
Really.
Oh,
If you
please
guys
don't.
want to see what I'm
Please.
I was gonna say, why did you post
I'm gonna
that?
tell her you're a belly dancer.
No,
In
don't
the
like
group,
the don't look at
don't tell her.
Dude, you have no idea what
So
she's
he
gonna do.
actually got a sticky note attached to it.
I'll tell mom about the
Like,
pea
is this
drawer.
in-game? This
Oh,
is
yeah.
a real sticky note.
By the way,
Yes,
Dude,
it's on the
you can,
part
um,
of
I'll
the
tell
touch
her
bar
friend
and
one of us
the
here, and
thumb
then you can
thing
join that
next
way.
to the Oculus button.
What? You have to
Oh,
make
wait, let me
sense for
is
it
my
to
voice
be
even
good. A threat. That's not a
Yeah,
threat.
okay, that was
It is a real threat. The pea drawer.
No,
I'm talking
that's
about
like
the pea
Follow
drawer.
TOS.
That
Hold on.
nobody's gonna believe.
I need to see this now.
The pea drawer. I know
I
about
just wrote
it.
instant
Alright.
start.
Waiting for it to load.
What's worse is that I don't even have a
show
dresser for
Sam's
that to
avatar.
make sense.
Performance avatar.
Also, that's a taco
And
shell.
that's it.
Got him.
Wait,
Five minutes and I
wait,
won't
hang on,
forget
hang on. Are you talking about the
It's just
underwear?
on your controller.
No, the pea drawer. It's a drawer with all your pee in it.
Why? That's a
This
toilet.
is the second one.
You forgot one.
I know
Or really
about it.
five.
What's that?
The poop suck.
For the community,
I
by the
know
community.
all
Is that what
about
you're
it.
saying?
I know all
No,
about
I
it.
use my toilet. Alright, be my guest. Tell my mom about my toilet.
big problem.
Are you actually writing that down?
Dude, okay, look, he's making shit up, okay? Don't.
I can move. I can see, but I...
Reload the world.
What time is it? Are we ready?
We have 1 minute.
Using people.
I got
I
minutes.
wasn't gonna
Like 1
complain, but
minute.
I'll sit here on the side. Not a kid.
Your seat. Your seat's on my legs. What are you
You
saying?
can squeeze in the middle.
There's a lot of people
Right
back
here.
there
Oh
still.
no, I'm in the fire.
I feel like
Oh, you
the
got on my
chair
legs.
moves.
If you go to world, items,
You can
click
sit
on
there, I'll
the
sit
thing.
here.
They're not moths like this guy. They don't wanna.
In the state.
I was gonna make a
What's
good joke
happening?
with that, trust me.
paper.
Corny, long
Oh
time
yeah,
no
before we
see.
get started today, there's going to be somebody from the team asking some questions about community labs as well. I was
Wait.
contacted ahead of time by Rubik about that.
I'm friends with Nosy.
Wait, somebody that isn't Rubik is gonna ask us this?
I believe so. Rubik told me somebody
You-
from the
you want more
team.
proof?
So
Hold
unless
on.
Rubik likes to talk about himself,
Let me
in the
get
third
into your
person.
favorite. Okay.
All right then.
No, no, okay. You know what? Just go away. I'm not gonna wait for that to
Wait,
load.
what?
No, just go away. Just
my
go
God.
away.
Apparently I have this guy already blocked. I don't know what that is. Is it worth unblocking?
I know.
This is highly optimized. What do you
that
wait
doesn't
for?
look worth unblocking, no.
Okay.
Wait, how'd you
What
No,
is
no,
that?
never mind.
Jeez.
Never mind.
Apparently the guy had them blocked from another meetup.
immediately dropped to new user as soon as you swapped to that model?
I can actually the room now.
New user? What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, pro.
Someone said the N word.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I think
was
this
saying that.
was in C to play.
Did someone say it?
How you been, Corny?
Socializing, yelling at this asshole. And other stuff.
Which, by the way, apparently if you go
Cyan
into
is
the...
the one on the thing.
You're on. Get out of the fire.
Tell us the story,
It's bad for
Cyan.
you. That's bad for your health.
Drop me up.
It's so
I can't
crunchy. Why did you post that in the
Your
picture?
story sucks, Cyan.
You're welcome.
Thanks. I hate it. I hate it.
Oh, now you tell a story.
No, not this.
Once upon a time,
None of this.
I made a map and no one played on it. The end.
Ooh.
Such a
I
horror
don't want to
story.
hear any self-insert
Oh.
stories. That's gross.
Oh shit, he's on it.
Time
Oh, I can't turn around.
we're at.
Alright, story
11
squid.
after.
Squid!
Oh,
Story!
shoot, we're 1 minute over. We're late.
Oh no, Squid, start!
Make me tell VR pill.
Yeah, let me just get my phone here so I can start writing stuff down. All right, cool. So yeah, welcome to the community meetup. This is a meetup run once a week, every Sunday at 4 p.m. EST. Actually, before we get started here, before I start saying things here, from my sticky note that I've attached to my controller so that I remember what to say this week, there's somebody from the team that wants to ask a couple questions, the VRChat team that wants to ask a couple questions about community labs, if you guys don't mind answering those real quick.
Should have put the chat
Great.
later.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go let these guys know that we're starting.
Shall we tell them that you can drop a portal to your own world and keep going through the same portal to the same instance and get it out of community labs?
No.
Is that true?
That's gonna be talking about community labs.
I can't tell you that. Get the numbers up.
I actually have not uploaded Community Labs yet, but
Can you make
Takes too long.
the show no thing?
I can.
Wait, what? You want to talk about community labs this time?
Somebody from the VRChat team was here to talk about community labs, but I believe they just died.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right.
and
Great talk.
NNA is not on.
Excellent.
Tom?
All right, so I'm going to start
Seems about
talking, and
typical.
hopefully they get back in here soon. So yeah, welcome to the community meetup. This is a meetup we run once a week, every Sunday at 4 p.m. What we're going to do is I'm going to compile a list here once I'm done talking, and actually after that VRChat team member explains what they want to explain and ask about community labs, we're going to get going. And so the only thing I ask is that the worlds that you guys show off, first of all, obviously follow the VRChat terms of service. No naughty bits in your maps. They must hold at least 40 people. That way we can fit everybody in the meetup into an instance. Sometimes we go over 40 people. If that happens, what will happen is when the portal disappears, just make sure you have a friend that went through and you can join off of them. 40 is just the soft cap. You can actually fit up to double that, which means 80 people. And so also make sure the instance type of the world you're showing is Invite Plus or Friends Plus. Also, if this is your first time at the meetup, make sure you show Cyan's avatar. So just select him with the opposite hand of your menu and just select show avatar. That's because he's got some awesome shaders that will tell you when to respawn, when to shut up, when Legends is around, just stuff like that. There we go.
As an example, make sure you see
And
the
that way
shader.
if we go to, yeah, So he has it up right now. If
Come
you
up
can
here
see
to the
it,
center.
then you're good.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, his model's unoptimized.
And so, yeah.
I'm staff.
Also, make sure that if we do go into a world that hits our performance pretty hard, just out of the courtesy for everybody, also go into some performant avatars. There's some awesome new ones that were recently added to the public list that you guys can try out.
Like that.
Just for the respect, just so we have, stable frame rates for the most part in those lower performance worlds. And with that said, he's back. Awesome. If you want to just come up here to the center and ask whatever you want to ask.
One of the elders are here.
Yeah, sure. So my name's Shauna, and I've been working on the community labs project for a while. And I was just kind of sort of wanting to talk to more world creators and ask how it's been going for them, how they feel about it, what their experience has been like. Really broad question.
Okay, cool. So you plan to ask creators throughout the meetup. Then is your plan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Well,
Yeah, so those that didn't understand it, NA is your developer, right? VRChat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's a VRChat developer, Shane. He's been working on the community labs project, and he wants to get your input on what you think about it and any improvements you may think about it. So just pop up to him, or he'll come to you and ask what you think and if you have any input.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Awesome. All right. So with that said, let me just get out my little document here. Is there anybody this week that would like to show a world? And actually, better idea, just get into the circle here, the inner circle, if you want to show something down, and I'll just kind of write everyone down.
Something.
All right, cool.
It's very small and short, but
Phase.
I got two actually, if that's all right.
What? Two?
Oh yeah, no problem. Who are you, legends?
Looks like I'll need to change the
He's
sign
not
to
on the
face
floor
dragon.
yet.
Fine.
Face not laying on the floor.
Oh, he's not
On the
AFK.
bottom of the list as usual.
So bad.
You got it. Cyan, are you showing a world? No, I'm kidding. Oh, I already got one.
Okay.
science world.
Okay, cool. I believe that's it for now. Also,
Wait.
my performance is
Do you have Miss
starting to
Stabby or
die.
Lucifer on there?
So I am going to quickly. I did get Lucifer and Miss Stabby. I'm going to quickly turn up my safety settings real quick.
Do
Just
you
to
have? Are you
hold
posting
my
this in
frames
like
real quick?
the chat, or are you still just writing it down on your phone?
Oh, that's right. I forgot I started doing that last week. No, I was just doing it in the Word document. I'll copy and paste it over once we get going here.
Okay.
How dare you?
Let me just update the settings. There we go.
Cyan,
Okay,
did
cool.
you-
So yeah. Oh,
you know
I
if the
forgot.
video
You
player
guys
works?
replaced the gray avatar.
The general video player I think works. It was like the
In
stream player
Quest,
that didn't.
in
Oh, I haven't
did,
checked that yet.
I did.
I haven't
I'm
checked
sorry. I'm gonna unblock
No.
people that I have on the list so I can pick them out of a crowd
I
better.
can test later tonight or
But
something.
that's just for my own performance.
Yeah, well, the stream
Here we
at
go.
least won't.
Yeah.
When
So
and
yeah,
if it
where's
does work.
is Stabby?
Here?
Oh, there you are.
If it
Sorry.
works, we have to create a
Great person.
community meetup world for
Wait,
me just,
let me
uh,
get
um,
the more
Quest
that
efficient
is Quest
avatar.
compatible. Yeah, so that if there are
Mm.
worlds that I can
Just a
just come
sec.
here and watch it.
I just grabbed
That's actually an
my
interesting idea.
efficient meetup avatar thing. Let me just grab it. Which is also clonable.
Chibi.
So, oh my
Keep time.
avatar is
Quest ready.
messing up. Ah, there we go.
I'll change to something as well.
Yeah, the
Above excellent.
avatar of, I mean, the world that I'm
Oh, it is Quest ready too.
showing off.
Yeah.
There we go. The world that I'm showing
I
off
have a Quest
is
ready one too.
the basically it's I'm moving between places, and yeah, basically to visualize how the space would look and where all the furniture goes and like where everything should be. I basically just clamped the blueprint into VR and yeah, basically managed to see how it was before I could get there. And basically from start to finish was like from seeing the blueprints to in VR like within the same day. It's very small-ish, but yeah, we can just stand around the perimeter of the house if that's needed, or the apartment. I'll make a portal. Invite plus or friends plus? What Should
Either.
I do?
For sure. I'm actually going to restart my PC real quick because I'm starting to think my performance issues are
Or should I wait?
whichever one you want. Friends or invites.
It's that sticky
I don't think you need to
mountain
wait,
you're
though.
Restart my
Okay.
PC real
Squid
quick.
can just join back on us.
Okay. I'll start a new instance then.
I feel like my performance issues are not
Okay,
because of VRChat.
It's perfectly fine. Okay, I heard, and then she just disappeared.
Are we all gonna
I
fit in there?
I like how the
Nope.
IK is, where everyone just walks into the portal, but they don't get the particle effect anymore. Just disappear.
Oh, they removed the particles.
Presto, just
I don't know what he said.
Presto Majesto.
Nope.
Fandango.
I'm just gonna go ahead through then. Eh. Oh, the upload limits? I guess I should tell him that.
Dude, what is that?
There's so many people here.
It's like
Is it just...
the base of it.
It's great.
Yeah, only the window wall.
This is huge.
Let's get 2 base stations.
I feel like this room is smaller than it should be. Like, our avatars are not... Like...
Just saying.
Yeah, if your avatar is oversized,
It's too
then
big.
the thing looks smaller than it's.
Oversized? You
on
need to
some
become a
lighting.
chibi.
No, I think the size
Yeah,
is
I
good.
know.
It's just that we move really fast, relatively.
I mean,
That's true.
you want me to become a chibi then?
We run at full speed.
Gotta find it.
No, I mean like.
Tiny
the
time.
size of this. I think that's pretty
You can
good.
just clone me. That also works.
Everyone's just going chibi.
Chibi time. Chibi time.
Alright, guys, I'm pretty claustrophobic right now.
I'm not as small.
Oh.
Leave. We don't miss you.
Here you go. That's
Oh,
cute.
geez, let's stop it.
Small laser.
Now everything's big.
Yes, everything's big now. I just hit my chair.
Dude,
Oops.
this is like one of those things where you could fart and then phase into the crowd and no one would guess who.
Oh my god.
Oh, I've got a pen on this.
Like all the time.
Oh, what do you want for Christmas?
Okay, I think I need to go back. Wait, there's no jump here! I can't see anything! I can't do this.
That's the thing, like, it's the
Fart and
purpose.
phase into the crowd.
Yo, Etho, there's a good snack in here.
There's no mirrors in
There's
this.
some snacks in here.
We're not prepared for this.
I'm not.
There's snacks.
There's some tasty snacks in here.
Oh, there we go. I can see now. So this is the entire apartment?
Some tasty snacks.
Yeah, but
Yeah, so this is
What
the
is that on the
apartment.
toilet?
I'm not there yet, but I will be.
Sequelation. Sequelation, oh no.
Oh, this is gonna be difficult. I don't know where.
So yeah, basically later on when I get more time, I'll probably end up polishing it more.
Is this
and
your real life place?
5 minutes.
Well, it will be in a month. Well, no, 2 weeks.
What's going
Then
on?
this will be. So basically, I saw the
pretty cozy.
blueprints and got some measurements, and then I basically was like, yeah, you know what? Let's just go to the garage where everything goes.
See, I'll be pretty nice inside of here.
Like the snack
Hey, if you measure this up correctly, you could literally just sit down in VR on this couch and in real life.
Oh my god.
Fair, this couch is already in my current
That's an
apartment, so I
amazing
can
novel
do
idea,
this.
Lucifer.
And this works.
My god.
That's incredible.
Wait, I'm
This
going to see where I
couch is already
as well.
They just kind of.
That's step one in not ever removing your headset from your head.
Hell yeah. I just need the Quest or the Vive wireless.
I have
If you got the Quest, you can go to the toilet as well at the same time. You'll never have to leave the room.
Only if it's in your play space.
It's your home.
I have plenty of these.
Wait, does it have a play space?
The Quest does have a play space. Like, you have to, like, designate it. If you walk outside of it, it's just like, hey, set up a new one.
Jumping on your couch?
Yeah.
That's a cute kennel.
Just have one around the
Just go
building.
run my entire fucking house then.
This is even worse!
Race at the moment, so.
Ooh, okay, we're moving on.
I need to prioritize it. It's not, it's
If
actually not
this
that bad.
next guy, then
Where
yeah,
can
you can.
where can we just?
I've got a couple of friends, but
Should I tell everyone to respawn, you know?
You can do a portal in the bedroom.
Tell everyone to, like, leave a room.
Make it a toilet portal.
Jesus.
Portal.
Oh, yeah.
Just do the shut up.
Wait, everybody go outside.
It's gotta be shit.
Do the shut up one sign.
I can't find Fizz.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
surprised I'm not dead right now.
I can
There
hear
you
him in
are.
there.
Okay, cool.
I turned the bones off and actually worked as well, like you said.
God.
Yeah, I have like.
I'm going in.
30
I'm
FPS.
going insane. So there we go.
Party in the bedroom? Party in the.
Oh, you don't crash.
What? No, you're fine.
I've got a black screen because it's waiting for application to respond.
More
This looks suspicious.
What was that about?
Let's go.
Portal's in there, but
Yeah, portal.
Portal to what?
Turn
The next
avatar
world.
somewhere.
Back to. I'm on
Some-
45 right here.
Too bad we can't see it.
Somewhere. Okay.
Turn the avatars off.
I just got a ping.
We got 5 more slots.
Cool.
So the portal's still in here.
I don't see anything.
Okay, so I don't know when.
That was so funny.
I don't know when we'll get the chance of actually
That's
saying the
better.
whole like.
Does anyone know what was going on in the other world there, or
When we'll be able to talk
What do you
to.
mean?
did anyone check the console?
This area to fit the Meetup.
Well, nothing was happening for me.
Wait, yeah. What do you mean?
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
noticed
joined
anything
in, and immediately I was
Just
just like
looking.
60 frames, and like no frames, and 60 frames,
mean?
and no
We
frames,
just
and
won the
60
maze.
frames, and no frames.
I didn't think there was any issues. Like, I don't think there was triggers relating that. So it would just be like avatars are networked. Okay.
Oh,
There was
yeah,
a massive, there was a real-time light in there, so.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's real time light here. That's weird though.
Next up,
I'm fine here now.
Oh, where's Phase?
I turned dynamic bones off and
Okay.
actually worked.
What are we doing?
40 people.
Oh, have you go to the
However, the rooms are separate. It's just teleporting you.
keep going?
No, hold on.
I saw a GIF of this. This is awesome.
Voice stuff's so weird.
Yes, I'm gonna, but I was.
That must have been tedious as shit to get it like fluent.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I still want to add into there, and then.
Why did you wake up?
So can I take a guess as to how it works?
Do you have
Why did you
questions
sleep when
or
I sleep and you
expectations?
Well, it says in several
Yeah.
places.
Actually, let's go
exactly
over
how
that,
it
'cause
works.
I
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
are
yeah.
you using player tracker to track where my head is and then have an object at an offset on the opposite position that acts as the
No.
teleport location?
The problem is,
No?
when I teleport you, I
I don't
can't
understand
teleport
what
you
this
relative or to where your head is, because then you would just be teleported like up in the air.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So you need to know exactly where the player's root is, and then you teleport it like plus 5 meters or whatever, and that would be seamless. But the problem is, there's only one method we know of to do that, and it doesn't work with more than one person consistently. So this method works with as many players. It's completely irrelevant of player. So
Very cool.
basically, what it's doing is that when you teleport someone and you use align to room set to true, then, and actually I guess this would work as align to room also set to false, but when you do that, now you know where their place-based route is, because you teleport them there, and it teleports them, let's say, offset by a certain amount. So you store those two positions, so now you know where their place-base is and you know where they are. And then you go back and compare that to where they just were, and then translate that relative to where you want them to be.
Gotcha. That's really smart.
It's vector math.
It's so dumb though, but yeah. I mean, yeah. But the annoying thing is that I have to do both of those in one, like within the frame. So I'm doing one button that is on the fixed update, and then another button that is on the late update, like normal. Because if I do it all on one button, then you can't teleport and store that data immediately. You have to. Instead, I'm doing two buttons, so I have to wait like a fraction of a second between. And if I did two normal buttons, then it would be a single frame difference, and you would see it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Update order stuff.
So do you have any like plans for this mechanic? Like, do you have
I don't know.
puzzle world or something with it? No, you just kind of made it.
I wanted to see if it was possible because it's one of those things that always bugged me that we couldn't do properly. Because I've done it before with seamless teleporting, but it doesn't work in multiplayer properly. So I just wanted to see if it could be done.
That's very nice.
The method is so weird and roundabout that I don't know if it's actually worth using, but it's still sort of working, so I
I'd say still like release a map with this. Maybe a little bit more, but yeah.
Or if you made it a prefab, I feel like people would find a good use for it.
Yeah, but it's so
there be-
dumb.
Phase, half the stuff we do is so dumb.
On a large scale.
Why is this any different?
Dumb and messy.
Why is this any different? Do you remember what Hardlight did with his avatar? He said he used like 7 final IK components just to get his body to stand where he left it.
I keep removing one of the earpieces. That's annoying.
It might have been more.
More about that. That sounds interesting.
Honestly, that doesn't sound too bad.
Alright, cool.
Unfortunately, though, I expanded this to fit the meetup, so you can see a big gap because I didn't give enough room to make the illusion work properly. So
I see it.
Through, you can see this wall here changing.
Oh yeah, I definitely see this wall, like on that one.
I should have made this go like a couple of blocks further.
Yeah, you should have.
Before. But oh well.
I mean, could you have made the teleport, like, well, I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, it could have been or the corridor could be deeper, you know.
There's a lot of things you could have done, but yeah, it's still cool.
Yeah.
Stop jumping around.
I'm uploading pictures to the...
How many people?
And something like this, but I'm not going to. That would not work in a. Not only would the screen shake be a problem, not only would that be a problem though, because it's as simple as one button to start it and one button to stop it. No matter how much I would tell people not to press it, someone would still press it.
No,
So
it's not got things that you can. He says like, don't press anything. You can just.
Someone would still press it. So I'm by the next time a community thing happens, I'm just gonna make a version that has screen shake toggleable and going to be a version where only I can press the button.
I'd love for you to show that off because that is really cool. It would be great to show that to me.
It's not going to work right now because it's not ready for a really big crowd.
I haven't been really hearing anything
fair
from my net.
I might show off my build again. It's like, it's not the build, like it's the same build that I showed off last time, but it's releasing tomorrow, so I might as well.
I might not have been here last time, so I'd be interested in seeing it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, do you want me to do the two back to back, or do you want me to wait?
Yeah. Whenever you want to move on.
Alright, let's go.
Get everyone to respawn. I don't know how many people are on the other side of the hallway.
The elevator squid.
Oh, sorry.
Here we go. At some point, we're gonna need to do the elevator squid, and I'm having issues with
Today?
So this
fighting.
one, well,
Yeah.
Hi.
yeah,
Cool.
See
you, nerds. I'm having to fight VRChat. The fact that this new update kind of fucked up animations.
You know,
You got 2 people to scream at today, so go nuts.
Yeah, well,
Why is nobody going to the portal?
I don't know.
It's funny how people send like a small.
I don't like this portal.
You don't like Sketchy's work?
Sorry.
Oh, it's not a portal.
But yeah, he's
It's not portal.
ask you about it. So if you want to be like one of the last, or I don't know.
And the portal.
What is that?
I feel like I'm
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Sketchy's comic, I think.
Yeah, that's really cool. Sorry.
It is really cool, yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, or before, yeah.
Offer them candy? I don't have candy on my avatar.
If you want desktop, don't grab them. They're good now?
They
Okay.
were. They work. I mean,
Oh,
like,
did you finally make the interface better?
but like,
a little bit.
yeah, so I
Because they broke it
streamlined
last
the
time.
interface.
Oh, so cool.
Oh, it does
no,
not
no,
look
it's
synced.
not good.
They show up in your cameras now.
No, it should be.
Like,
Or
this...
if they aren't, it should take a second.
Do you need help or something?
Or there. So I streamlined the interface, and I also added a delay and a cooldown to the syncing when a player joins. But as soon as they, if it didn't sync already, then it should sync as soon as they.
Sketch your draw style is very cute.
Easily my favorite part about VRChat is that something so fucking simple like a scroll wheel that you can grab has to be the most complex fucking thing ever.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird when Udon comes out. Like the perception of what's complex and what isn't is going to change completely.
I'm excited for it, but like,
Basically,
I don't know when it's gonna happen or if it's gonna happen because there's always a reason why they're not releasing it.
Oh, it's.
So if you guys have read these last time, there is a new chapter
Yeah.
as well as a whole bunch of animations.
I heard that
and
one
text
before.
bubbles, So
Most
I recommend
likely.
checking it out.
2018.
I haven't read the new chapter, so I kind of want to.
I went away for 3 months.
Get that done right here. That'd be kind of cool.
I see you disappear on the of course when
Okay. Is it meant to be a half a page at the bottom? Okay.
Oh no, there's a next.
Okay, it is
There's a
me where
next
everybody is on desktop.
Next button.
So bring it back to the main menu.
On the right down.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a little tricky here.
Do you not see
red
this?
square.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Presenting people.
No, I don't see that.
Got it.
You don't. There's
There's
a
one
red
button here and
right
one
here.
button here. That's all.
You don't.
And then one down the bottom.
No,
I
because I
see
can't reach
everyone
down all
as
the way.
Things like
desktopers.
text just pop in.
Yeah, wait.
can't reach
People's
down.
arms are moving.
It's really neat.
No, because all I see
I think
last
Wow,
feel
this
more
game is
alive.
getting better and better.
No,
What do you? What does it look like? What does the panel look like?
it keeps moving, but I can. It stops
No,
as
what
is.
does, like describe the comic that you see.
Yeah, it stops at his neck. The bottom.
No, but like what is it? Like
Head,
is he
someone's
climbing a
head.
cliff? Is he climbing a cliff?
No, someone's
Pretty
head.
smooth to me.
No, what is it?
Smooch.
Oh,
I have no idea how you did this.
it just needs to be resynced. So if we go,
Still, no, still nothing at the bottom.
This comic is so.
I remember from last time.
Sketch's art is great.
do you see like a waterfall here?
Yep.
Okay. And do you see him climbing a cliff?
Oh, I love that.
No, now
And
you're
it
not
pops
at
in.
the
On
bottom of the
desktop or in
picture.
VR.
Yeah.
That's
Like
weird.
most of them
Okay.
face, but like the actual flap is like.
Wiggle.
Now you went at
Do you
the
see
top.
him like resting at the
Yep.
cliff?
Mm-hmm.
And then
You went
do you
all
see
the way
like
down. He has the
Do you see,
freeze in
like-
Oh,
his
they
hand.
animate. I didn't even fucking
is
see
it? It's in
that.
his hand. What?
This is the bird that bullied me last week.
Something like
It's in his
Said
hand.
my
Do you see
avatar
that? Like
was shit.
Deer? Who's talking?
I.
It all depends.
Are you running like a different build of VRChat by any chance?
No.
And I
Because the
don't.
only way I could explain this is if you were on somehow your frame timing was or your physics timing was
Yeah, it's like really great here.
50
Someone
instead
on
of
desktop
90.
used it before me, so.
So you just do the
See,
normal.
VRChat is
Would
getting
explain.
better and
Yeah.
better every day. Oh my goodness.
Maybe I'm not trying to pronounce your name properly here, but we do this every Sunday.
I'm so full of
I'm not sure if you heard what some of our.
So this is a DC problem.
Is it actually desynced?
Well,
Maybe
is well Rubik is seeing at like not all the way at the back. Like okay, when I go all the way down,
Now
do you
tracking
see
is
him,
working.
like climbing a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It's only Rubik. I think he is detecting. I think he's detecting this slider at a different position, which would explain like
Broken in VR or this could
It's
be done
like,
this way instead. For better or
Rubik.
worse, something.
Hey Rubik.
Yep.
Can you come back over here? Could you try to explain in as much detail as you can what
I'm like, hey, can you tell this guy to unblock me? Because I've
The frame where he looks back at the creature.
Okay, it's got like
At the very bottom.
Like open a menu,
gave some
right
Yep,
text
triple
like,
dots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
The
he's
image
seeing
doesn't
it
get past his
I
neck.
see someone climbing a
He's seeing it
hill.
now.
Go.
Is it?
Now it's like all the creatures behind the trees looking at
Things
him.
that are
So it's just for you, for some reason, it's like
the image is stuck to your hand.
That would be the
Left
Just
hand.
climbing
For
up
some
and
reason,
hit open
it keeps
the
moving on its own, even though no one is using the button. So someone must have the sync in the world moving the image on their own.
Could you try rejoining the world?
Feedback comments that you can give, so that we can just contact you. Okay, this comment is very needed, or this is a frequent thing that happens. Can you add it to the list? So whenever we open the new feedback, we just put the data or the list from
now
the
it's black.
API, and now we can just select from that.
Yeah, give it a second.
That.
After about
So,
5 or 7 seconds.
yeah, hopefully my voice is a little bit louder in comparison to everyone else's.
We can frequently update the list without having to like wait for a major.
Yo, Cyan, can
Yeah, I would say that.
I still see the main thumbnail
Receive feedback about
on the main menu of the page.
Yeah. Cause you were you gonna say something?
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, can you hear me?
Oh, yes. I just didn't know who was talking because you don't have extra mouth.
Oh, I'm the. Oh.
It's more of like I have my nameplates off, so there's so many voices around.
Oh, right. I have a world to show. You can
Oh.
add me to the.
Yeah, Squid's the one holding the list right now. But yeah, Squid.
Can you point at everybody?
Squid has been
Oh, I'm
blocked
sorry, I forgot
for
to.
Oh. Okay, well, Squid, if you want, can you add Kaj?
The image
If I'm pronouncing it correctly?
up and down.
Kaj.
Like right now, the image is doing that.
It's not letting me unblock them. Oh, there we go. The unblock disappeared. But I don't see them.
Oh, there they are.
My menu.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I blocked
Here,
you.
I need to get
When you do it
the.
yourself,
So how does Meet work?
You just asked to be on it.
You asked me. Yep. You asked me, and then
Okay.
I
There's
put
a
you on. I
person
forgot to
here.
copy and paste
the
it.
only explanation I can
Spanish
think of
Hub
is that
wants to add a world, but as he doesn't speak English, he was trying
amount,
to
like,
try
it
asking.
detects the
So if you
distance
can add
between
Spanish Hub, it will
here
be.
and here, right? Between
Oh,
the
yeah, I
0
was told in the
point
last
and
world. He's already on
the
there.
slider.
Oh, okay.
And that distance and the number that is detected is dependent on the.
Does this one just have like increased voice fall off though?
So like,
Of my what?
if your physics update is
Voice
different
prioritization switched from the update.
Well, I turned that off, but I guess that
for you, like that's the only thing.
this world I need
In
it.
some regards, it's a
Okay.
saving grace.
That's
But
weird.
you really can't hear people halfway across the cube. The cube.
Yeah, I definitely need it for this world.
I don't think this is
Didn't think about it that way.
Can I, after the meetup, would you mind if I borrow you
There's
for
so
a
much
second
to
to try
hear.
another world?
I know people are already cuddling together more and more. They hear each other in each place.
So are you good if we move on for now then, or?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Cool. It is Louis Cat. I'm gonna quickly copy and paste this over to our group chat.
So I can see it too.
Before we do anything though. Yeah. Come on, let me highlight it all. Select all. There we go.
And now I'll actually be able to see if I get messages on Discord since, you know, streamer mode turns that off.
Oh, jeez. I made a terrible mistake. Oh, there's the undo button.
Oh, that is interesting. Hey, FaZe. Come over here real quick. Look at the bottom, like where the clipping plane is, but while looking at DIRS. So DIRS shader shows the clipping plane of this. Like you can see past the comic.
Oh yeah, because it's a stencil. It's UI, Unity UI stuff is stencils. They just do all the stenciling for you. So if advertisers use the same stencil ID, then it'll do that.
That is funny.
Louis Cat, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So I have a word here. It's pure technical. It's like bullet hells. So many guys doing bullet hells, but I'm exploring on shaders to render the bullets with a high performance. So you still render the bullets with particles. It's still particles like quartz, 4 vertices, but you render a fake 3D one, so that they have proper lighting. So the face that is pointing to the light will be brighter than the other part, and also you see it in VR like it's a ball but not a plane. So maybe you have seen the new VRChat home. So at near the spawn point, sorry, there is some few particles like a sphere, blue sphere, I think. And if you are in VR, you can see that it's just a plain thing. Or if it floats into the sky and you head up, you see it is really a plain thing that is sent to the sky. But in this world, you will see some cheap but good bullets there. Okay, now I drop the portal.
You might want to take the microphone a bit farther away from your mouth, Louis.
Yeah.
It's very saturated.
Sorry?
The microphone, just make it farther away. Just a little bit farther away.
Oh, okay. It's it might be my level here.
Probably.
Is this one better? It's like the Rift, the one in the Rift, Oculus Rift.
It's clipping.
Did you add decibels in the property of the microphone in Windows?
Oh wait, I got the issue now.
For a second, you sounded like you work for McDonald's.
Wait. I'm getting my desktop. I think it's something that I enhanced the volume of Oculus thing, but I'm not remembering exactly.
Yeah, having it on the website would be cool, but then
Will the microphone level in the chat menu?
Do we still see the same thing?
I think that is already turned down.
It would still come in like all clippy and high, but it would just be quieter.
Okay.
Yeah. So what is that thing called? I didn't remember the name of the software.
That was me, Squid.
Wait.
Somehow the megabytes of the map went down.
Oh, okay, I found it. So editor, it's called Equalizer APO, where I enhance the mic level. Okay, so what is it now?
Much better.
You might want to turn your in-game one up
Now
again.
you can raise your voice.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. Sorry for the waiting.
Yeah, that's much better.
Very good.
It's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Nice.
I'm going to drop the.
Oh, everyone back away.
Oh wait, it moves. That's awesome. Like the text fits in.
Wait,
There it
don't
is.
go in.
It's invite.
Change it from invite to invite plus. You can just drop another one right on top of
Oh,
it.
you want plus?
Yeah.
Wait. How do I do it? Sorry.
You just drop the same invite plus.
So at the bottom
When you
corner,
create
New
an
instance. Invite
new
plus.
instance. There you go.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, it is.
Yeet.
There we go, portal.
Oh, yeah.
So off to the next world. The hell is this?
Doesn't matter. Go through.
I want you.
Yeah, apparently Egbar's streaming now, so trying to take over.
When you make an Android build, it should, yeah.
Oh, does
I
it?
don't think
I
the
guess.
compression
I
is
guess it
decided.
picks the Android build, right?
Wait, is this?
Do you not die touching the ball?
Do they bounce?
Judging by the name, it seems just kind of like a bullet hell test.
Wait, where is he at?
I think you just upload on the same ID for both platforms.
I'm not seeing them yet.
Okay.
There's a guide on how to do it in the.
Yeah. But I mean, like, instead of what I did is while building the Android version, I just
Hey,
clicked.
I can
the
ask a
community lab
question
button.
about the
Is that
community
okay?
worlds.
Yeah, sure.
Probably.
You only
Okay.
need one. You only one.
For
Why the
yeah,
got it
like
page
Meetup.
appear
I know,
after you
but-
download the
I
map
know,
and
but
not
what I'm
before?
saying is, do I?
You did it for the
would
quest.
Yeah,
one more
that's it.
time?
That's all, really. That's all I'm trying to say.
No.
Okay. So there's
Dude.
Why
If
the
you
got
did
it
one
page
for the
appear
desktop
after
and
you
the community
download the
lab,
map and not before?
Why do you press the got it
If you click
after?
right click for the PC version,
Yeah.
it's the Quest
because
one,
you
you
got
don't
it,
have to press
you
it
got
on
the
there.
map,
But
you're
if
ready
you
to
do
go
it for
in,
the Quest version, you
and
don't have to do it for the
before
PC
you
version, so
download
you only
it-
do it once.
Okay.
you haven't got it yet, and you can't click on it to go into the world.
I don't know if anybody has already made this comment yet, but is there a way to like, or could we possibly make it so that we
But
can?
isn't safer to do it before downloading it?
That happened to my world, but it fixes itself after a while. It happened to the pug as well.
Because it's like, let's go into this world, just download it.
I got kind
Is
of
the
excited that my map
you know
is
the idea
smaller,
of
but
it.
never mind.
If you haven't downloaded it, then
Well,
you
it is
wouldn't
on the
do anything by
website.
clicking on that button.
Yeah, I would assume.
But the pug showed up as like 18 megabytes when it was like 65.
Jeez, 18?
Okay, I guess.
That's mad.
Thanks.
Louis can.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
You wanna explain a bit about this world?
Yeah, sure. So this one is just a lot of particle system, but I use some special shaders that actually do something similar to ray tracing. So you know when you ray trace a graphics something, then you have to get the vector, the mathematics things. You get the vector of your ray, and also you find out where your ray will hit at. But for this particle things, the ray tracing will be very easy because so someone knows how to program unlit fragment shaders. You know that you can get a distance from your viewing point to the fragment, and then you get the ray, the direction of the ray, and then for every bullet, I assume that the bullet is a ball, so that I can just get the distance of the ray, and then I can find out where the ray will exactly hit a ball if the particle is really a ball. And with that thing, that is just a ball. Yeah. So without mesh, I still renders a ball on every particle, and that is still cheap. And yeah.
And they're still shaded.
This one uses no textures. I don't use any textures for this one, so it should be relevantly cheap.
And it always looks 3D, which I think is the key point.
Yeah, so if you go around the whole stage, you can see the darker part of the bullet.
Oh my god.
Guys, very neat.
I don't understand what I meant to be doing with this thing.
Just avoid getting hit.
I think that's just your helper.
Oh.
This reminds me of the.
It's so weird walking with this shit.
Oh yeah, that's your health bar.
In VRChat
This is
without
dangerous.
lagging everybody out.
I know how. Let me show you.
Okay. Do you have a working ball pit? Can you pick up the balls? That's one of the requirements.
Oh, I didn't implement that.
Oh, I don't want to drop a portal as a joke.
Do it another week. So maybe I'm going to establish another test area around here on the backside of this play stage, and also make a new bullet hell things around there.
Do it anymore.
What's happening?
Oh, so this is supposed to be a ship. I get it.
Oh, there is still some issue.
Yeah, it's like a 2D bullet hell. What's it called?
3D. In the front of the bullet, it seems to be behind
network.
It's something custom thing about
You
that.
could spawn like 20 balls,
It broke?
balls at a
It
time
broke.
in a big ball pit.
Can't pick it up anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like stuck in a weird position.
So it's weird.
Oh, when you die, you can't
Oh,
hit it
yeah.
back.
Try doing?
Sorry.
Oh,
Good.
okay. It's also for me the same. I don't know why it happens, but maybe if I disable the teleporting back things, like when you die, it teleports here back here. But if I disable that thing, it should be working again. I think.
Is it local?
Yeah, it is local. Everyone has their own things, and no one
thing,
sees the other one's things.
Because I was able to pick it up twice. So I don't know if it has to do with dying.
Oh, yeah.
Even 3 times actually.
what I did was I let it go. I didn't actually die, so maybe that had something to do with it.
Hey, I think it broke when someone started that one over there.
That one started earlier.
Maybe.
Oh, really?
Can
Well,
we
that one
grab
still
one
works.
on the other side?
Oh,
Yeah, the
me
other
go
one
see.
still works.
Yeah.
That's good.
But
Yeah, this one works.
This one
yeah,
doesn't
grabbing
break
this
at all.
one
This one is good.
Oh, yeah.
might
This one doesn't break after you die.
So I hold
Is
it
it,
and I let go.
What is the goal of the game?
I can
Like
still grab it.
avoiding the bullets or picking them up?
So bullet hell, I assume, so avoid them.
Louis?
I would assume that.
To avoid.
Is the particle meant to hit the...
Hey Squid, I was wondering with the quest
I
coming
guess
soon.
my hand, even if it's
Are we gonna
definitely
see
not on
quest
the
dev
same
meetups
Y
too?
height,
Probably
and the
not.
particle
No,
is
there's
on the
just too many
ground,
people
and
for
it
the.
hits my hand.
Oh, there's no vibrate. I don't know when I'm getting hit.
Giant, but only
of
worlds that
a
were like
cylinder
cross
where VRChat implements
Like
the
the most
Maybe we
we
should
maybe
start
do
it in a
is
place.
do like
collision.
Yeah.
What is that? Collision
Maybe
box
we should
for
start it in a place that
every
is
avatar.
cross-platform, just in
So for
case.
me, it is like at this height.
The capsule.
For you, it's
I mean,
also
Then
Well,
maybe
the problem
maybe you could
is it's just
prioritize
the
the
sheer amount
worlds
of
for like
people.
cross-platform first, and
exactly,
then
yeah. Like even if you have
sheer amount
everyone's
of people.
avatars, even if you have
yeah,
everyone's
true.
avatars blocked, like more than 10 people, you might not have a good
moves
time.
with your head.
Changes.
I think so.
So wait, did you hear the idea that Fax was
To be
suggesting?
honest, there probably isn't going to be that many of
What
them.
was that?
That's sure.
An overflow world?
Well, I guess it would have been an overflow world for the
Maybe as a
stream, but that's
spin-off event.
not the same. Where yeah, it might need an actual like
Spin-off event.
quest development thing, but that would be going
Someone
back to
say
the what is
Sunday
it, world
social?
feedback. So I don't know if we can actually do it or maintain.
I mean, like the only big difference between the Quest and Windows versions would just be maybe some like minor bugs that weren't caught before release, and like shaders if you didn't realize your shader only
was
worked
too
on
scared to talk to that
DirectX,
guy.
which is very common.
Well, the other portion would be like actually testing players, but then that's what you said before about you just have friends do that,
Did he go?
Yeah, she had to go.
Exactly, yeah.
or just ping people at the times. So I don't know.
But you know, Luca, this is really cool. Is there anything else you want to say about it, or Luca?
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say about it, or like explain?
I don't think so. But maybe maybe another way I can come back with some better looking things. So if you are in VR, maybe you'll experience some glitches on the graphics. So if you move your head, the graphics on the particles may move together with your head. I don't know why that one is introduced, but maybe it's because of some of my black magics. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but I will check out for this problem.
I don't
And
see
also,
anything moving with my
I'll
head that is
try
based on
to
the
add
particle
some,
itself.
Yeah.
I only see something that's related to like the black like refresh rate of the like Rift.
I think it might be only for VR or for Oculus Rift, because I think they predict where your head moves and try to move the graphics forward on any meshes. Also for the particles, because the particles it's just a rectangle. But for in my side, this one broke my graphics. So maybe I'm going to research on this. I think that is all it comes to into my head.
So for this one, I think he was messing with particles, trying to make them 3-dimension, but at the same time they're 2D. So it's just a shader work to make it look still 3D, even though it's just rendering towards you. Wait, what's that?
Do I want to show it? No, so I'm going to check the list real quick, and there's, oh wait, I'm next.
Squid's
Do I
next.
want to show it?
Do you want to show it?
As well. It's literally the same thing I showed last time, just because I haven't been updating the Windows builds. I've only been updating it on Android test. But
I mean, you can still show it.
We can do that.
Not everyone here has seen it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I guess just to get everyone from over there and over here together, probably best if we just respawn.
What one was?
Oh my god. You guys
Oh.
You got plenty of time.
I keep forgetting this giant thing is here. Squid said to respawn and he doesn't even respawn. Squid!
Wow.
I'm sorry, I was asked a question if you were talking about me.
I was, but okay.
Respawning.
All right, yeah. So
Absolutely amazing. I
up
haven't
next
lagged a
is
single
my
time.
world. So I will say this world is meant for 10 people. It is going to be released tomorrow. This isn't the build I'm releasing tomorrow. This is like a build from maybe a month ago. Just because when I test it, I've been pushing it up and testing it for Android on the Oculus Go, meaning that the Windows version is neglected and old still. But with that said, for the most part, it's a lot of the same stuff. I do recommend everyone either be in a really performant avatar or to just like hide avatars outright. Yeah, if you don't want your avatar hidden and you want to have just a performant avatar, this Stabby has a really nice one you can clone. Otherwise, there's a lot of
Why didn't you put that in the
avatars
defaults?
that were added recently to the avatar section. I was just about to ask that.
Oh, of the default avatars.
You could have submitted that for like the quest ready avatar stuff.
Oh, yeah, I should.
Oh, I think it's too late now. They closed the submission,
I
sadly.
completely missed out on the I missed the whole thing where they're opening submissions in general. Like that kind of went by me before I knew it.
I think it'll
Oh,
open again.
Yeah, so I'm going to.
You could always ask Rubik. I don't know.
I believe they're going to be doing a second phase.
Oh,
That's
really?
what I believe.
Okay.
I think I read that on the Twitter or something. But anyways, yeah, I'll drop a portal to that. And so what you're gonna see, there's gonna be like these vinyl records and this ghost in the background animating. Ignore them. They don't do anything. They're just mindlessly playing their animations on a loop. There's no logic there. But there are some very dark cubes that are hard to see initially, but you will see them if you like get close to them. There's 2 songs there. You can click them. I'm not sure how loud this build is, so I recommend if you're in VR, maybe having your sound effects at 50. And in desktop, go a little lower than that because I believe everything's a bit louder on desktop.
I'm not afraid.
I think everything is louder in VR. I'm not sure. It depends on what kind of headset you got in VR. If you had earbuds, it's very loud.
Probably need to move. This might be right at spawn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pop it down over here.
Thingies. Show me what you got.
Oh man, all of these images are really blurry.
Which one is it?
Complaining about this issue.
Yeah, I don't know why that is happening.
I should have the blurry images as the previews for community labs when you don't expand it.
Well, no, they're probably just being compressed server side now and then being fed to you for bandwidth reasons, and then maybe they just load higher res versions as time continues.
No, it's not on purpose at all. You still don't know why.
Yeah, that's what it is. PS2 game.
Nice.
Usually we don't push API updates on Saturday night, so no.
Yeah.
Looking for
let me see here. My worlds list is also out of order. There it is. Okay, cool.
Yes, please fix the world's list not randomizing.
And so this is going to be invite plus because I don't want hitches to happen when people join a whole bunch. And so this is this is the invite plus. Oh shoot. Okay, I'm gonna have to push my world a little later because
Thanks, Squid.
it's at the 10 people. No, I can change it on the website, but we're just gonna move on in the meantime.
Change it on the website.
Damn, but that'll take time.
Okay, should we just move on to the next person and say where's Strongbad?
Yes. Website.
Yeah.
Is Strongbad still here? I don't see him.
You guys should want a meetup where you tell people that.
I don't see Strongbad.
Call it Sunday Social.
No, I don't see him either.
Wait, I'm not seeing Strongbad.
That was just
Spanish
clicked. I didn't
servers
actually
next
know
one.
about that.
But what?
No, you
For
could change it
Spanish.
on the fucking website.
Oh yeah, it's so convenient.
There they are. Hello, Spanish Hub.
You gonna share the answer?
I don't think Spanish Hub speaks English.
Are you guys ready to present?
Javi, estoy viendo en este momento que estás a mi lado, pero literalmente yo estoy viendo por allá abajo.
Andre, can you translate?
My God.
Is Spanish ready for showing off his world?
Look at everyone's shoes.
Okay, guys, I don't know if you're looking at me or something, but I'm lagging like really bad. I don't see you. I'm watching science stream because
Just listen to Spanish.
Fine, but for me,
Stop talking.
I see you like 1 frame per second.
Yeah,
Okay.
If I
Does somebody want to
can
translate
you guess
for
my
him?
feet?
I can
Because I believe Andre's having.
Awesome. Okay.
he wants.
Can you see my feet?
He wants
Hey,
to
oh my
bring
God,
out
squid
like a
smart eating my
small,
bag.
small
Holy shit.
Iceland that's
I'm seeing it
compatible
down there.
with Quest.
Feet right there.
Can you shut
Aún
up?
no lo he testeado.
Aún
no lo he
He
testeado
haven't,
para Quest, pero eso.
he haven't tested it for Quest,
Will do.
but it will be.
Nice.
Should be good. Okay.
Just remind them to make the portal Invite Plus or Friends Plus.
Hazlo Invite Plus o Friends Plus.
Watch it. Get out of the
Wait,
way.
guys, can we
Get
get
out of the way.
out of the way of Spanish Hub? Oh, too close to spawn.
No, it's probably just no surface.
Oh look,
Yeah,
that's
let's
what
go. Let's go up in the air because, yeah.
There might be round 2 of avatars. I guess I missed that announcement.
Nice.
Oh yeah, this is great.
Oh, the water.
Needs a baseball.
Where's the mirror?
Is that
This
the
is
mirror?
great, but you know, to really just spice things up, you know, just make it stand out. Just like pop a mirror in here, that'd be great.
Have you seen the palm tree over there?
Oh, okay.
The water
He basically made this
Making assumptions without exploring.
Oh,
Oculus
I
Quest
don't
for
even
his
have it
Spanish
turned on. If you have to turn it
because
on,
the
and I can
Spanish
tell where it
community,
is.
like doesn't have many worlds where they're.
Wait, are you moving right now?
Like,
No, I'm not. I'm on the website right now.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
adjusting my world size.
So if there's a Spanish community in Oculus Quest, they are gonna be here.
You're already claiming it. This is their territory.
No, it's.
You should have like a Spanish flag planted in the floor.
He wants like he's creating like a place that it's cross-platform where like Spanish people can meet up and like talk to each other because not all of them actually speaks English.
Alrighty.
That's cool.
Yeah, indeed.
The watershed on us is an name player.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can go underwater too.
Oh, there's a.
Oh, that's not the right world. I updated the wrong one.
Wow,
This
squid.
mirror is too small for me.
I'm sorry, I tried my best.
Wait, there's a mirror here? Oh no. Oh yeah, it is.
Underwater.
I found a mirror. Thank you.
I like the sensation of drowning.
No, it's not small. It's perfect.
Oh my god, yes. I see people moving again. Holy shit.
It's over.
Thank God.
It's over. We found a mirror.
Ah.
Yo qué voy a saber, loco. No puedo hacer nada.
Presenting stuff.
It's fine. Is that your underwater post-processing?
Is there any difference between non-3D, like low and high mode?
It's similar to the one you have in your forest mode.
Low and high mode is.
For non.
The environmental without the environment.
No, for the other one, didn't seem to do anything. When you have 3D off.
It's supposed to show a camera.
No, I'm saying like when you have the 3D one off, pressing low and high, I don't notice any difference.
Oh,
Because there's not.
there's no difference.
Well, that's what it said. Wow, bar.
Polygons, I guess.
This world has a pretty
It's
heavy
for the
post-processing.
other
Yeah, you
mirror.
ready for this? You ready for this?
Doesn't seem that bad. It doesn't blind me.
Well, I mean, the lighting here.
Does it not? Because I looked at the camera and it was pretty intense.
Oh no.
It is pretty intense. There's quite a lot of post-processing.
Am I missing it? Doesn't seem bad to me. Hold on, let's bring out this camera.
What happened to my IK?
Here.
I can't move my hands.
Oh, whenever you do emotes, you get stuck. You have to change avatars now. Yeah, on the camera, it's like massive, but like in my eyes, it's not.
IK is working, don't worry.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
I can move at everything, but my arms don't move.
There's a
I've got
Yeah,
this
I know.
top mode.
there's
He says
Vinya.
that
There's
he
Idle for dominance?
didn't put that in Quest
Yeah, yeah.
because post-process doesn't work.
Lo que no sé si funcionará es el terreno. Dile eso.
It doesn't.
Si no funciona.
No se funciona en el Quest.
Still my emotes too. Nope, still got
Ha
him.
dicho que no funciona, ¿no? Entonces lo tendré que cambiar.
I think terrain is not allowed on Quest, right?
The what?
Oh, I got it.
Terrain?
I think rain should be.
Like
What
Unity
is the
terrain? Unity terrain.
Oh, Unity terrain.
The ground.
Oh, you need terrain. Yes, it is, of course.
Well,
Does it work?
you probably can. It's just I tried it, but it was like really high polygons. I don't know if it like that Unity.
Yeah, Goblox has an entire world, just a canyon made in Unity terrain, and performance is not super good, but it's fine. Yeah.
Like I had a terrain that just like standard settings would make it like just the terrain alone was like 10,000 polygons.
Yeah, that's not.
I believe there's a way to convert it to mesh, but I'm not sure what that is because Unity terrain is just height maps.
Right. I did see like there's a script out there that you can convert it. But...
Yeah, true.
Que con unas opciones se puede hacer que el terreno no tenga tantos polígonos. Por ejemplo,
I don't know where to stand where I'm not like overwrite something.
Oh, with some options you can make the terrain like low poly. You can control the poly count of the terrain.
You have to bloom on the inside? Like your eyes are already there?
You should nails next time, Lucy.
Yeah, my eyes are always there.
Jesus.
So wait, when you take the mask off, does it still talk?
How
Does it even blink?
like when you block people's avatars, their hands are
No,
now
because it was
Fix it.
which is nice. They're not like
No,
stretching all the way down.
you fix it. You do it.
It's not my avatar.
I mean, we still want people to scale.
I'll pay you
with people's,
exposure.
viewpoints because it's weird to look at.
Oh my god.
Not here.
I'll at you at twitter.com.
I don't like how the avatar blinks. That is terrifying. Oh my goodness.
Sounds like it's working.
Beautiful.
They should have like done this with this avatar and put it on the quest.
He asked what
Put in
do
the
you
new
think
lineup
about
of
the
avatars,
sounds
give them a
or-
little makeover.
Oh, I have to.
But yeah, the camera is worse than what the actual room looks like.
Yeah, I kind of noticed it.
Yeah, they're good.
You have a monster in your backpack.
Did you know that the shader in the mirror of you is broken? What did you say?
No, because it's orthographic.
Oh no. Oh, I'm looking at the 3D mirror.
Pretty.
3D mirror.
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, it is broken. It's white. It's pure white.
That's another texture. Oh my god.
Oh, is he? Oh my god.
It's meant to be like that.
Oh okay, that makes sense. That's fine.
Did you get that model from Booth?
Yes, I am cute.
It's the daytime version of his model.
Because I think I bought it as well.
Where the soul goes.
Yes, I got it as a gift
This
for
is
Christmas.
this is the first time someone says my shader is broken in the mirror.
That's cool.
I can't quite tell because he's sitting on me, but isn't that
Based on
It's $5.
how fucking well you know Unity.
Oh yeah, once Quest comes out, I'm gonna be switching back to my laptop avatar.
Featured.
Like this.
Just the laptop.
Yeah, no, I ended up making new hands for it. Well, I still am, but
Wait, quest hands or
I'm gonna have
just
a power glove.
Oh.
No, because the controllers are typically like 90% of the poly count when I do use controllers. Like even the Steam VR controller models for the Vive, each one is around 71,000 polys.
Oh wow.
So I had to decimate those, and so obviously they take up a lot of the poly count, even decimate. But yeah, no, my new hands, I'm gonna have one be an NES Zapper, which I've already got here, and then the other one's gonna be a Power Glove, but for now it's just a computer mouse.
Okay.
That'd be great. Is it cool?
Andrito, pues pregúntase que...
I met you squid in this avatar in the very old medieval hub. This is how I met you in the medieval hub. Back in 2017.
This was back when VRChat kind of started to grow a lot, and then I was like, dang, I need to find an original model. And I was like, dang, I can't find one. Dang, I need to make one. Dang, I'm bad at modeling. Top, slapped the headphone done.
Lo que puedes poner es el link y que alguien se meta después. Es posible que en este momento alguien tenga el Oculus Go. O sea, no va a hacer esa pregunta por entonces.
Bueno, es que
Switch
lo que
back
no se
real
viene
quick,
es
and
el
then we're
terreno,
gonna
¿vale?
move on here.
To yours?
Yo espero que sí.
No, lo que puedes hacer es lo que lo he dicho varias veces contigo, ¿no? O sea, agarra, deja el link y ya ella después entra.
Hey, Squid, did you know that when you change avatars, your voice goes way off in the distance while you're still talking?
I didn't, but did you know that you can change the world count on the website? It's crazy, right?
What? You can change the population count on the website?
The player count? Yeah.
Oh my god. That's epic.
I had no idea.
It's almost like someone was supposed to say this at the start of the meetup.
Yeah, but I forgot to put it on my post-it note. Next week it'll have
Wait, I thought you did.
It does help.
Let me check.
No, it doesn't. I put a post-it note on the edge of my controller this week, and I was cheating and looking through my nose hole.
Why?
Wait, that is beautiful.
It's working again, so you don't calculate the IP
So,
from here. You only calculate yourself and
So I need to check something. Oh no,
Spanish
you don't
Hub or
have
anybody that wants to translate.
Wait, is
for
this the
Spanish
same as?
Hub,
I guess it's not Gearbell.
Is there anything that you
It's not
plan to
Gearbells.
do with this map further going forward, or is it just mostly
This one's my one. I think Gearbell's not one of the blue ones.
Dile que está casi
Is that the
todo hecho
Gearbell one?
realmente. Quizás si eso añada un menú
Yeah, that's
como
Gearbell
en la
one.
Casa de la Lluvia, con todas las opciones de la Casa de la Lluvia también, pero no
Are
mucho
using
más.
the 3D mirror or the low mirror? He
Oh, tiene metodológicas.
he says that the world is
there's
almost
something
done.
weird
Like
happening
it's
with me.
kind of done, but he's gonna add. Like, he pretends to
The
add a menu
pictures
like the room of
and
the
then
rain.
where you can change like option and all this stuff. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
like 80% done.
You can move here.
I think.
Okay, cool. All right, are you good if we move on then?
The world pictures
¿Qué ha dicho?
and then menu
Nos movemos,
are
ya.
really low res.
Ah,
Oh,
sí,
yeah.
sí, dile que...
Yes, let's go.
Okay, cool. I think we need to respawn. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet people still do it.
Okay, yeah.
You're not listening to directions, Igbar.
We're moving on.
You are
We're
not my
moving on
dad.
to my
Don't tell me
world.
what to do.
I'm gonna drop a portal right here. So same thing as before. Make sure you've got a lot of really high performant avatars. If you don't, blocking avatars works. Sorry, not blocking, hiding. I mean, don't block people.
Duplicate stabby. Let's go.
This is
Duplicate
spawn, by
stabby,
the
come
way.
on, that'll work.
So you might want to face that way.
Is this spawn?
I am standing at spawn.
Whatever. I'll put it right here. This will work, hopefully. But yeah, no. So like I said, the animated bits, the ghosts and the vinyl records don't actually do anything in this build.
Everything.
But there are 2 cubes you can use to get the effect. And if you did turn your sound effects up for this world, turn them back down a bit because I can't remember what the volume was set at for this version.
Oh, it's the music map. I like it.
Oh, I didn't realize there was
Yeah,
music.
it's the same one as last time. I haven't been updating the Windows build. So I'm just showing it in because it's coming out tomorrow probably.
You should update the Windows build.
Well, it'll take a while. It takes a long time to compile because of the stuff I'm doing.
Wow, Squid.
Are you serious?
Oh no! Don't go. Okay, 3 people. It says 10 people for me. I updated.
No, it says 40 for me.
It says 40. It says 40.
Oh, okay, let's go then. For me, it says 10.
Oh, Squid, it's not going to update for you.
It's gone.
Oh!
And it's gone.
There's the issue right now that you need to actually restart VRChat if you like upload a world wall.
Oh no. It's okay.
You try.
Does anyone mind if I just quickly restart VRChat?
No, we can't see the portal either. Who actually went in? Does anybody know?
There's 12 people that went in.
But we should like see if we can join off them and see what the world count is in the world.
I don't think we really should. I think I should just quickly restart and join back in 2 seconds here.
Well, I mean, that,
Yeah, you can.
wouldn't that it still affect us though?
Send a ping and we go to the.
I don't know.
This one is fun. I'll probably join back. If they get left
I can just
alone.
join back here. That'll be fine, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Or does
Yeah, it's
everyone?
friend plus.
I'll just sit here a little longer.
But I think it will be the best for him to sing a ping in the community meetup to join back and us, I guess.
Yeah. So like 10 people. We don't need them.
Only 10 people.
They were wearing red shirts. It's fine. It's an acceptable loss.
Yeah.
Acceptable.
Us. Hell yeah.
See the poly.
Oh wait, I think Lucifer went there. I
But
can
now
tell
let
him
me
that
see.
the game's
I
going
think
back.
Ruby went there.
Suppose it's just slow.
Because he's not here anymore.
He might have.
Did you go through the portal?
Some cool sunglasses.
Wait, those are where my eyes are for you?
Yeah, your eyes are like right there.
His hands are
Hey,
so
look how fashionable you are. Eh?
Oh no.
Let's get you a goatee.
So cute. You don't even. Do you have icings on this?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, look at you. Look at you go.
Oh god, it's these hands.
Being all fashionable.
So short.
Oh, I'm probably like mixed between
Okay,
seated,
cool.
standing play. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, literally where my elbow is.
Let me
Nope,
just
nothing
drop
changed.
this again.
Nice.
My eyes are
And I'm also
actually
going to
up
put a
higher
quick ping in
for
as soon
some
as we
weird
go
reason.
to let people know if they want to join us to join off of somebody in the other instance.
I got a bad feeling about this one.
So it said 40 for me. I don't know why it actually the portal disappeared.
It said 10 for me. That's something that shouldn't be asked for from my client. I feel like that's what's
everyone
happening.
to rejoin you guys.
Well, the thing is, for
oh,
us,
they
it was saying 40. But
So apparently.
Yeah, but it's probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, it did. So I'm gonna quickly.
It might be an us like
Nobody
3.
go in.
Okay.
Nobody go in,
Don't-
just in case.
Don't go.
Nobody go.
It says 40 for me. We're good.
Yeah, 40.
We can
Okay,
go.
now, go, go, go.
Okay.
Said nobody go in.
I think it's safe. I guess.
We're good, guys. We can go.
And watch it disappear at 10 again. Oh, it's 10.
Oh, no. 10 people, come on, we need one more to check.
I forgot that was a thing.
But it's new.
11, let's go.
Damn. Oh well.
Who wants to play Portal Chicken? Alright.
Is it a new one?
It's a new one.
This is the new one. You're good to go in.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, did my stream end? No, it's still going. What do you mean, Kiha?
Squid, if you need a custom environment map, let me know.
They're showing off maps.
Nope. Everyone's overlapping.
Do we click the boxes?
I like.
Yeah.
What boxes?
These boxes here.
Look these boxes.
There you go.
They both say use. I don't know what does what.
They both play songs.
I think.
Yes. Okay, so it is.
Oh, what the heck? What happened to you that time?
Where's that by?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that
you're
one.
Destiny.
I know that one.
What did you do, Saku?
This is. Hey.
It's Hedgehog!
Squid, this ghost is fucking adorable. It is an avatar.
No, but I plan on. I was gonna make that ghost. What it's from was I made a game in college and I had like a tutorial character, and it was one of that ghost, but with totally different face and no hair. But in the background of that game, I did like 50 different like little ghost designs to be like portraits on a wall, and I started just going back on that base NPC model and just modeling the hair and faces on from those different portraits, and that's what that is. But I plan to do a whole bunch, and I was gonna try and get one in for the Quest Avatar thing, but I didn't get it done in time, so whatever.
Is that where the portraits came from for backend?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn music down. I'm sorry?
Yes.
Is that where the portraits and backend come from?
Yeah, so those actually came from my game. I have like so many of those ghosts. And I believe I was actually used the portrait from that ghost in backend.
That's cool.
Don't tell anyone. But those portraits weren't supposed to be in there to begin with, and that whole part with the portraits was filler because I didn't get it done in time.
I'll notice a common theme with Squid's design decisions, generally revolving around not getting something done in time.
Yeah, for the most part.
Can you imagine if
I
you
get
had
distracted
time?
by other stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I got a question about the visualizer.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can
sure.
go ahead if you want. Is it decibel? Is it? Go ahead.
Is this going to be like some kind of a rhythm game, or is it just a visualizer thing?
Just a visualizer, just to hang out world. This can be for Quest.
It would make a really cool rhythm game, though. I don't have any idea what it would be, but
So I was wondering what method was used to actually trigger everything. Like, is it animation or is it like based on the song?
Animation.
Okay.
So I've got a whole editor script running in the background. Well, not in the background, but like in my client.
Okay.
Is that something you can edit
How delayed was it? So it's not like a real-time reactionary thing. It's just kind of it processes a song and then you have it play with the song.
Yeah, and the reason I went for that method is because you can do honestly crazier shit with it, and it's also way more performant. Assuming you keep performance up, it's more performant than the other method, which would require some sort of video panel, which VRChat kind of chokes on. And this is supposed to work on Quest, so I do want to keep like performance really high, so that way everything kind of works.
It's a plane.
Very nice.
A bird.
Is the range of everything already set in stone? Good. The bars.
Oh no, I actually made a huge change to the script the other day. Everything is much better looking in my build locally.
I feel like it could be much longer. The space above is not really used, and because it's not used, we don't look up and we don't see what's at the top actually. Because with the FOV or the Quest, it's much lower as well.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Okay.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah, no, there's a lot more stuff down
The FOV is like
in my local build,
100,
like a lot of hurt and stuff. But I didn't really do a whole lot above. So maybe I'll think about that.
Gotcha.
So that's interesting. Is it lower below as well?
Well, yeah, and the foveated rendering that goes on the Quest, so everything on the edges is also blurry, so that makes it even less. What's it called?
Okay. Maybe I don't know if I'll add too much above, because I kind of like the theme of just not a whole lot above, but a lot below. But I might extend this purple blob out a bit more, because that was kind of the point of that, where it kind of peeks into the edge of your vision and causes you to look up a little bit, maybe.
Oh, I can't see it at all just looking at that line.
Hey, Squid, what I was mentioning, like especially with the smaller FOV, what would be good to have like something like a pattern or maybe like a zigzagging line or some horizontal bars for the diagonal areas, because when you're walking upside the hill and if you're not looking up, like your entire vision is a solid color.
That
You don't
is
get
on my
any
local
reference
build.
of okay. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm excited to
Oh,
release
did
this. There's a
my
whole bunch of
father
stuff,
died?
like dialogue systems that I'm gonna finish up tonight. And there's like a payphone down by that black area that's going to be a mirror that you have to like click on, and then the phone falls down and a dialogue box appears, and like you ask, like basically it asks like, hey, what do you want? You can turn like the mirror on, off, make it like the Quest mirror back to the 3D mirror. Just stuff like that. But yeah, no. Yeah, that's really it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Rhythm game when?
Let's see.
I don't know.
This actually, when I saw the pictures in the start, this actually reminds me of Sheeps and Beats.
That
It's
was a
rhythm
huge
game.
inspiration, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. This world though, like the script I wrote for this, I actually made back in like October 2017.
Oh, for the original cave?
And I made like, yeah, the cave was like the original like test of it, where I basically made like actual light intensities go to the music of a bunch of real-time lights.
Great.
But I never ended up going further with that, and I still need to finish that cave because it's like there's so much work in it, and it's just sitting on a hard drive doing nothing. Maybe after this. But yeah, no, like things like those weird like square tentacle things, like they wave back and forth. The eye in the center kind of like darts around and blinks. I did this really nice animation for the ghost down there where like it starts dancing when the music starts playing, stuff like that.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah, no. we can stay here a little longer. If nobody's clicked the other song, there's a second song down there as well. And then we can move on, I guess.
Tienes que tocar el botón que está ahí abajo al frente.
Spanish.
Espanol.
Español.
Oh, look at me, I'm big boy streamer, man. I look at my hands all the time.
Yeah, there's a difference though. I don't have mine on the other side.
Streamer man, why do you always look at your hands?
I put mine on this side so that it looks like I'm stabbing myself in the face with my own hands. Oh.
And so I've just got to do that for all 7, and then the animations are done, and it's just finishing up logic, and it's done.
Too much to eat.
I forgot, I'm not on Quest.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a cord.
Fortnite did.
Wonder.
Oh, I got my hands back that time.
Eat the bird when I'm.
Whoa.
Are you in VR, Blue?
No.
Okay.
Alright, tell me what the underside of the map looks like.
What?
Oh my god, you won't believe what's down here.
Happened?
You won't believe what's under
down
there,
there?
guys.
What's down there,
It's
Blue?
super exciting, guys, and you won't believe it.
Oh man, I'm missing out.
It's really optimized and there's nothing there. It's completely boring.
Awesome.
Hey Ether, remember this? Press Z, follow me. Press Z, follow me. Press Z, follow me. Press
What
Z,
the fuck
follow
is
me.
going on?
What?
Press Z, follow me.
What is this?
Press Z, follow me. Press Z, follow me,
Press
Cyan.
Z.
You heard him. Press Z,
Press
follow
Z,
me.
follow me, I guess.
Press Z, follow me.
Press Z.
Press Z,
I mean, I'm
follow
already
me.
crouched, so.
You gotta press Z though.
I can't press Z.
Crouched now.
You gotta press Z to follow me.
Press Z.
Press Z, follow me. 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 We're making really good progress here.
I'm gonna go faster than you because I'm jumping.
Follow me. Oh, how dare you!
Oh no, he's jumping too!
Minecraft
Follow
with
me.
sprint jumping is better.
Press Z, follow me.
Press Z, follow me.
Press Z, follow me.
We can move on, or we can move.
Oh, we're moving on.
We'll have to cancel the train.
Following me.
We'll have to cancel the train.
God damn it.
Yeah, so after Strong Bad, we got.
Wait, is Strong Bad bad?
And then Cat Where's Lucifer.
Strong Bad was here for a little bit. I don't know if he can't, like, he's still here.
He changed the player limit, but he's restarting his client real quick.
Okay.
If we pressed Z and people didn't follow us,
And then after
would
that,
there
we
be
got
Z fighting against
Lucifer
us?
and Cash.
That was a horrible.
Oh wait, no,
How
did
dare you
Cash?
say that?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, I'm sorry. Come on, give me it. I thought that was
hate-
good.
Is Cash still here?
Two things in this world.
I'm not
particle
seeing
collision
him.
and
Oh, no.
puns.
Especially if it's puns about particles.
Hi.
It's really easy
Hi.
to
Don't
search.
encourage him. He'll
Are you
do
good to go after
it.
Strong Bad?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, cool. Strong Bad's just
I can
joining
see it
back
in his
real
eyes.
quick. There he is.
Good.
Alright.
Yeah, be a
Wherever you want to drop it.
Alright,
If you want to have to explain things first.
Alright, so here's
That was a bit of a stretch.
so here's what I want people to do. I want people to not everybody go in at once. Like, maybe like
Single file.
Last one in is
go-
a rough match.
like go in and let it get down 10 seconds, then more people go in. I don't know. I want to get the ride going and have people join while it's in progress.
What is the world?
Elevator.
With this many people?
Ever since the update last week, it's not been working
This
as
many
good as
people,
it
that's
used to.
perfect.
reports.
That's
Yeah,
so.
You might need to turn around because it's at a wall.
See what we find out.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to place a portal there.
You just drop it up there, I guess.
Whoa. Yeah, that works.
Are we waiting 10 seconds before going? Or, I don't know.
Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of, I guess, go in chunks. So Strong Bad's gonna go in, we're gonna wait, and then a couple people are gonna go in, then we're gonna wait, and then a couple people are gonna go in, then we're just gonna keep doing that.
Drop portal. Pop. Alright, 5 people come in with me.
Just a couple people.
Yep.
You.
Wait, I need to mute this one.
Get in there.
Sure. I don't know why, but...
Okay, and then the next group go in at 10. And then, you know, we keep following that pattern.
So now do we get in?
And then, yeah, just a couple more people go through, I guess.
Go.
What? Are we going
Come
in?
on, two more.
I'm going.
Come on, we can fit more, guys. There we go.
No, wait.
Oh, God.
But, you know, I made a big change to my editor script last night that does all the visualization stuff. And at first it didn't look fine, but then I adjusted another value and everything just looks so much better. Like everything is just so much more reactive and everything's like way smoother instead of like being super glitchy.
Can you add shader bond too?
Add
Yeah,
what,
I'm
sorry?
confused. We're supposed to get in or
Can you
not?
add shader bond too?
I mean, you guys can. I think we're just supposed to go through it slower.
Is that a song?
I think we're going
It's an artist thing, yeah, shader bond.
Oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to be taking requests
okay.
and stuff because I already have all the music picked out, but I'm definitely going to be cycling stuff out as I go.
I mean, multiple people can go in at this point.
On Discord?
Yeah.
Yes,
You're so dark.
I am. Should I switch to a darker avatar?
Yes.
I can send you one of his songs.
No, I have to do it next world just because I need to keep the shader up.
All right, everybody in. Let's go.
Yeah. I think we're good to just all go in now.
Yeah.
Wow,
By the way,
I didn't know there was a portal.
But the people over there.
The name of the song.
Prom Night by Anamanaguchi.
1 second. Prom night.
Let's go!
Go!
It's showing us 21 and 20 in that.
Oh.
There it goes.
Never mind. I guess we have to join off Strong Bad.
Off of me.
Portal's gone. We have to join off Strong Bad now.
Yay.
Wait. Well. Oh, what a download. I never actually watched that review. I don't know if I should. I missed that. What did it say? Oh, there's a ton of people in an elevator. Why'd I do this?
Be honest, I can't even make my in-game debug log appear, and not from the people that reported that ladder problem. That's why I want it to happen.
The debug menu key changed.
And it's gonna change again.
Yeah, it changed, and I pressed that combo, and it doesn't work.
Oh, here's the thing though. Do you have an American keyboard?
This is cozy.
Yes.
Can you grab your log from the normal folder, like before?
Sure, but what log am I logging? Because I've yet to see the floor. I've yet to see the dual floor problem. But what I have seen is that sometimes it seems to skip a floor.
That's great. Okay. Well, if you do get logs or videos, that'd be cool.
Alright. Yeah, if I get a log of if one of these things happen, then it'll be a useful log.
I've heard a lot of people complaining about animation sync now. So
Yeah, animation sync's definitely borked. That's for certain, and
I know-
I'm trying to work around it as best I can.
they definitely had a couple like attempts or tests for it, but like nobody.
Oh my god, why do we have
I don't know how well that actually went.
I think Sigbar.
Animation sync.
He doesn't use animation sync from what I heard.
Is Combat Boss? He said like That's what it was.
Oh.
If that isn't, then we still need a test to replay.
Alright.
That is
Behind
Wait.
that Corey in the room thing.
The only reason his broke was actually just because it was a disabled trigger.
I have no idea. He just told me yesterday, so.
I guess I misheard.
I haven't seen that one before.
I've seen that one twice.
What are we seeing? Is it the same thing?
I see a green bird.
Okay, I see a green bird.
I see a green bird.
I hope it's the same thing.
Guys, look at that P with the boxing glove.
There's
Oh
a
my
chance that
god.
people could see the same flaw 18 times in a row.
I haven't heard of that bug yet.
No, I mean from the way the randomization works. No.
Nope. No, nope. It is specifically designed to prevent repeats of floors.
Okay, and
It has
some
no
people
such
in the room
protection
saw it
input.
twice.
No, they'd see.
No, I've seen.
No, they
when
would
I've visited this map
see the
before.
previous floor overlaid on top of the current floor. Which should not be possible because the end of the animation disables the floor plus right defaults is on, which would also get rid of it. I'm a kind of a 2-4 system I designed, and so one backs up the other.
I'm gonna go get some chocolate.
Yeah, that's the asshole with the Corey avatar. There we go.
Hey, who you call an asshole?
I don't know, I just bugged your avatar.
So wait, Lakuza, does that one have animation sync? Or is it just animation stuff? Because I can correct him now. But yeah, this right here sounds terrible. Like, he was outside with the sunshine. Why would you do
Something
that?
happening? The door's closed for me.
There's nothing happening?
Nothing's
drowning.
happening for me. The doors are just
Oh, there's a floor.
closed.
There's a floor script. Give me a log.
There's Stark out there.
No,
Just see a
floors
bunch.
popped in. Okay, water's everywhere and doors closing.
And
That's still not normal.
Okay.
I mean,
When-
that would just
when
be the
does this
sync
go
itself.
away?
Alright, so Squid, you have to give me a log for giving the Rubik.
Okay, so my view is still like all weird and jaggedly.
Oh my
no, and
goodness.
it's not stopping.
Okay, that makes
That's
sense.
also not good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
I
blurry
think-
and I move my. Oh, no, I'm still doing it.
So I'm very suspicious that right defaults is now being ignored in this update.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
That's
so is there a
interesting.
shader that's making everything blurry? Is that what is that?
That's the water. That's
Oh
the
wait,
being underwater.
are you sure it's actually the
Should-
right defaults
should
part?
go-
Like, right, if you did it at the very last frame, it might have just skipped it.
I have a second of padding at the beginning and end of each animation because of that.
Your hit was
So it deletes everything previously?
A second before it ends, it deletes everything.
Okay, 1 second.
And then
Hey, isn't this world
yeah, a
public
whole second,
already?
and then basically I have
Oh,
extra things that do
This
nothing
is an
at the end.
updated version.
okay.
go
So
away.
I just saw red come down. What was that? Was that part of this floor?
That's this floor. Are you still getting blurry though?
Underwater space.
Yes. Still have.
And-
when I turn my head, it's
Hi,
still blurry.
Fiona.
We're in space.
And provide a
It's blurry
log.
on people.
And provide a log because that floor didn't clear out right. And
Lakuza,
because,
I was
again,
asking
have
if
two
you had
things
animation
designed
sync.
to clear out the floor.
Because if you have animation sync, then right defaults might be broken according to
Yeah,
showing that, which I
disables a second
don't
before-
know.
Yeah, give that a go.
But really depends.
That would be fine. And I guess the elevator could open.
I haven't seen anything happen since the bird one. Like no other floors have happened.
Oh.
Oh, we have another
many-
person's log.
Yep, there we go. Floors are skipping. Yeah, just animation
Oh, a lot of
syncs
logs.
really screwed. Can you please send me a copy of your log with the stated problem?
No,
Okay, I rejoined and it cleared.
Copy of my output log.
Yeah, I'll need so send me an output log with floor didn't clear properly.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yours is floors aren't loading after first floor. Actually, I better just log these down.
Also write the users too.
I haven't seen this one.
I like this one.
This one's great.
I knew that when it
I love this
Oh
one.
no, Nazis.
sound.
So good.
Oh, who's there?
Oh, I did not see that coming.
Look
Oh,
at
fuck.
the streak from the left side.
Now go downstairs?
UIL name
No.
things going
I
off.
came to see today.
My name is.
Errors.
That one's
I
so
like
good.
this.
You can try rejoining the world to see if that makes floors load.
I better just restart real quick and get the output one.
Hell yeah, this is my jam.
Alright. Marking down what people say so that when I get their logs I can put symptoms to
Hello.
logs.
Hello and welcome to the elevator. Today we are going to show you how to play Minecraft while we wait for your floor.
Anybody else having weird issues?
What music is this right
Don't
now?
look at me like that, Freddy, I swear to God. You'll see my
It sounds like
avatar again this
chiptune to
week.
me.
The
I'm gonna
first
cry.
level of Cinco Man 20XD6.
Homestar Runner.
Okay.
Man, over a week when Rubik installed my food texture really fucked
Knock
me up,
knock,
man.
who's there? Oh no.
I haven't seen this one yet, but I already know what it is.
I don't know
Waka
what it is. What is it?
waka 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 waka.
Oh,
I like the
Pac-Man.
reflections on the floor.
Pac-Man.
it's HD Pac-Man.
Really? Sure, because it sure looks like it.
Whoa.
Who made this one?
This one's made by
Check the
Oh,
credits panel.
Ah, okay.
That's pretty cool.
That was well done. That is, I think, the best done floor I've seen so far.
That was really cool.
Wait, it's
Waka,
doing the
waka,
shaking
wake
thing again. What happened?
That one's a
cool.
snipe
Thing
slow.
thing again?
Really nice.
Real ghost.
Is it the same shader? Does it also have like a shaking shader on that one?
Wait, no. What's the shaking? Describe it to me.
So when I turn my head, my frames are like really lagging behind.
Wait, isn't it just Oculus?
That is not that. Okay,
Yeah,
wait,
that's
stop.
Oculus?
That is not the floor. That is not the floor. That is a VRChat bug
Yeah,
that
I got
someone
a
was
bit of
describing
frame
happening
drop.
in a completely different world.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So,
I believe that's just an
but
Oculus thing.
I remember
So
someone
when I
mentioning
when
that
I
yesterday.
rejoined the world, it
we
went
weren't in
away.
the elevator. Yeah, that's some
Like
kind
everyone-
of VRChat bug. I don't even know what
So
that
that
is.
should be numpad 1 should
everyone
clear it. Let
looks
me
like
see if
they're
it will.
lagging for me, but like my frames are okay.
I'm sitting at 45 at the moment.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's pretty good frame rate for how many
height
people
map,
are in
that's
here.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That seemed to fix it.
It's like the new IK update.
So Hardlight is not here, but Mustavi is.
That performed pretty
Yeah,
well
that
even
sounds
before
great.
the IK update.
Open your eyes.
Okay, that one's studying across, but
Then close.
Yeah, it just.
Thing
that's
is,
what I
very
see.
little is ever loaded at once.
when it was already across.
I didn't know the numpad did things in. It's Tumbleweed is great.
No, so it's
and improve the lighting
Oculus
on the
has like
tumbleweed.
the Rift has like some sort of like smoothing or something, and it's like was it
Right.
Control and then 1 on the numpad, and that should toggle that. I'm not sure if it actually does things or not.
I think
Is
with
that smoothing? Is that
what
smoothing
you-
bugged on VRChat? I thought I heard something about that.
You know,
yeah,
I don't know for
sometimes
sure.
it is.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And so like I just
I've
tried
had-
it and it cleared it. I don't know if it's coincidence.
I've had this
Okay,
thing
well, I
happen
took,
where
I took your
dash
thing.
too.
I took your thing off my list because that's not the elevator's problem.
I've had this thing happen a few times before where sometimes if like I'll open VRChat and the frame rate's just way lower than it should be until I log off and
You out here,
log
Miss
back on my
Stabby?
computer.
Yeah.
That's a Steam
And
VR problem.
Yeah.
That's different.
I think because like
It's another-
another way
it's
to
another
fix it is
bug.
to lower the rendering resolution, but
Mm-hmm.
I'd
Yep.
rather not.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yep. Thanks, Valve.
Still hasn't been fixed. Pretty sure it's a VRChat issue. I haven't seen it happen in a different game.
I'm pretty sure it is a VRChat issue because it happens in desktop mode too.
What?
Oh, well then it definitely is.
I don't understand this, but still.
Oh my god.
Like if the frame rate dies and I open it in desktop
get
mode
the
without Steam
references,
VR
I just
running,
still don't
then
understand it.
yeah. The frame
I
rate
don't
is
under.
still...
Why is he Africa? I don't understand.
A lot of things happened.
What is this song?
So,
just
a lot of weird things happened, and now there's that. And now you see Pale's face on Africa while Africa by the Toto place. Using his made from the made from his own
Everything becomes a.
Okay.
Brilliant.
When he recorded himself saying for me, I had given him a very different explanation of what that floor was going to be.
Oh, hey, Ellie.
Brilliant.
You're gonna have to do it many times, trust me.
Hello.
So wait, did Elijah rejoin?
Are we there yet?
She's sending you the log, but then she's wanting to get some food as well.
What about now?
Nope.
Not yet.
Now?
We'll be there when we be there.
Okay, stuff started jittering like avatars, and people are like pretty jittery now.
Try. Oh,
That might be why.
Yay.
Oh, this is awkward. Oh no.
Everything is like super.
I'm not gonna be part of the
Hi,
herd.
30 frames.
When our own crushing reality pushes us
yep.
away.
30 frames the whole time.
Avatars only update every like 40.
With everything unlocked.
I like how everyone just
15.
instinctually ran over towards the door.
Hello.
Yeah, they do that.
Oh my.
I've been enjoying the frames we've been getting here compared to what we would be getting.
Oh yeah. A stable 30 FPS.
Cinematic.
I'm at 30 on desktop, and I'm like, yeah, this could have been a disaster if we didn't
You
have the
can have
network
12
stuff.
FPS, like anime can has it. You can even have 8 FPS. Some animes. do.
Wow. What a blessing.
Night, walking everyone. Most of the stuff's on.
Mhm.
Oh my god, I'm
Has it
flying
just
outside the
become
building.
quiet, or is it just that the audio
Like
is also
it's-
cutting up?
We'll just be quiet.
It's kind of quiet.
And the only thing playing is the music, essentially.
It's because I just want a 3-second clip of everybody standing.
Oh, this room.
Guys. Ah, my ears. The PlayStation 2. Oh, came from.
Welcome to us. Click the circles.
Where's the controller? Where is it?
I want to play.
This is giving like fighting game vibes.
Oh, the doors are now stuck. Like the doors.
To
they
me,
loop.
you're like Mega Man.
Doors are what?
They're not closing.
Doors
The doors
stuck.
are like
Not-
open, close, open, close,
Doors
open,
stuck?
close, open, close.
Doors stuck.
Yeah.
Open, close, open, close.
Stuck.
Yeah, they go like
Oh no, we are
one
stuck.
other
Can
close,
you
but
look at-
it's like
Can you look at your log and see if you're getting photon crossfades?
How would you know?
oh shit.
It'll say in the
Far
log.
away from my keyboard.
Or used to anyway.
Doesn't say anything to log on my end.
Do you see them going open close?
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
That would be a jittering the end of the animation.
Hey.
Yes.
Is that it?
Okay. Let me out.
So how many
Okay.
more floors are there?
Oh,
None.
None.
Zero.
zero.
This is the last
There are
one.
none more floors.
Oh.
We made freedom.
Guys, you can charge your iPhones here.
What?
Oh fuck yeah.
Hell
No,
yeah.
that's the wrong plug.
But oh my god, that's from America. I need the one from Europe.
Only if you have an American plug.
Right. I have an adapter around here somewhere.
Oh, that's great.
I did not know there was. I wasn't here long enough to see it ending.
Oh my god. You guys are lagging like mad. Jesus Christ.
I expect my head to see.
Out of order.
Oh, oh, there's something. Okay.
It's lagging.
Yep, that's VRChat for you. Now order.
I've never seen it this bad before.
It might make more sense if you don't have the portal there. Because people can still change it. If that's what you're, yeah.
People can change the
No,
portal?
they can't. Because that's why it's broken.
That's everything.
That's the reason portals no longer work. Because they fixed that.
Oh, they don't work. That's right.
Wait, say that again?
Portals.
No, you're right. You sent you different instances, right?
They used to be useful in that they would send you to a new. When the first person goes in, it would send you to create a private instance that everybody else going in would also go into.
Yeah.
Now they just take you to they just send you to a random already existing public instance.
Wait, never mind.
We had that in I don't know, we went in someone's portal, we all ended up in 3 separate instances.
But it was all public and they were each one individual.
All existing public instances.
I don't know why, but
The old functionality where it would create a private instance would effectively serve as a play again button because it would be a new private instance that would start from the
So,
beginning.
I never had it
This
all
just
going
sends you
private
to
though.
existing public instances.
We posted that in green, but we didn't actually make a canny of it.
We didn't make any cannies about this. Like, we told them about the bug itself, but it wasn't game breaking, so it wasn't worth it.
True, and it's kind of like, if you post it in the test bug channel, do you also have to make a canny? I don't know.
Yes, apparently, because they don't read or go back over those.
If I'm laggy, it's because my clogs up networking, but
By the way, the fact that it takes you to an existing public world completely ruins its functionality because in 9 out of 10 cases, all the other public worlds are already done also.
between 100 and 50 and now it's
My own Yeah, Q said that the network.
So let's see here. I need I need a log from you.
Oh, there you
I
are.
had some cannies written down from yesterday that I didn't post yet. They were featured.
I have a
anyway, they weren't
complaint.
bugs.
Why the mirror is not supported for small people?
Blame Strongbad, not us.
I can't hear Squid anymore.
Freddie, are you on desktop?
Squid, you've gone completely mute.
Yes.
And is this the neck breaking issue that has been posted? The fact that Freddie is looking straight up
Yes.
at the ceiling? Wonderful.
Are you crouching right now?
It's beautiful.
And I'll put a friends plus, and I'll just let everyone go through it.
Yeah, I've seen that happen before.
No.
Looking straight up.
Nope. That's a bug.
Nope, my
Why
frames are
is there a
dropping.
video?
Oh, is that why my frames are dropping? Can we turn off the video?
Turn it
Oh
off.
gosh.
There you go. There's a portal for you.
Okay, let's go in the portal instead.
Mom, help me.
There's an portal.
It's unstoppable. Probably not a good idea to sync that between players.
What?
The screen, not a good idea to sync that between everyone in the room.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't meant for 40 people, but the video player's killing it.
I mean, when it starts, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, we're
I don't know. It's even
Squirtle.
worse when you try and start a TV program.
Can it just not start but locally, or you know?
I mean, if nobody's gonna go through, I'll just go through
Yes,
at
you
this
can go
point.
through the portal because it seems loading a video component without a video preloaded into it just breaks, just causes it to break everything.
I don't care.
Okay.
I will go with
Nobody going through?
Okay, I'm just gonna go then.
Yeah, same.
Nobody was listening anymore. Don't use portals then. Why do you break them? Let me guess, you used animations too? Or animation sync? I mean, I guess we couldn't say that way. Just notice the download on this.
You don't look at the rain out there.
Shouldn't the fire be out?
Haven't you guys ever heard of explosive rain? That's what that is.
Explosive rain? What?
Explosive rain.
Why you want to
When the
burn?
raindrops are just so cold and they explode midair. That's what it looks like.
So, Lucifer, are these sub-emitter on collision, or is it an entirely separate particle system that doesn't match the rain falling?
Separate.
Yeah, okay.
That's why it's all.
No, I like that. Oh, that's honest. I mean, either one of them is fixable. You just do it in different ways, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I only started this yesterday, but I'm just using this, like, doing these maps as an excuse to learn Pro Builder more. And learn lights a bit more. Yeah.
What is in front of my eyes all the time?
If it's like annoying, there's like buttons over here to turn the rain off.
Wait,
I don't
in
see
front of your
what's
eyes? I don't see anything on my eyes.
In your eyes, there shouldn't be anything touching your eyes.
Really? Everything is blurry and white.
Beautiful.
Oh, it does seem like there's a haze in the post-processing.
Yeah, but it's not blurry and white for me, so I don't know what happened there.
I would say it's like blurry. I would say it feels kind of, I don't know, like a desaturated haze kind of on everything. It feels like post-processing.
Feels like there's a particle in front of my face and I can't focus on anything.
Blurry and white sounds like you ran out of keywords.
Were you playing before?
I don't use shaders.
Also, talk to Topper about that. He's been yelling about those for a while.
So wait, Rubik. Oh, where'd it go?
I forgot what I was going to see now. Oh yeah, I also want that, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's like a rain shader you can get on the glass windows. Try and imagine it with that on.
Oh, a rain shader?
Aside,
Does Spanish Hub have that?
Was that in like Rain with
I
a
think
Rain?
he has a version of it, but I've seen another map which had like a little bit
Oh, Finn's has it in Moody.
Yeah, Finn's.
Yeah, I expected as much.
It might be Finn's one, yeah.
I do need that log though.
I want to put that on the glass.
We found a boo-boo in the
I
kitchen.
do need that log though.
What's a boo-boo?
The kitchen's
If you
not
look
even...
away from the plates, they
I started
disappear.
that today.
Well,
A
should
collision
have worked
collision.
harder on it, okay?
Alright,
Put my name on the wall.
Yeah. Come stand here, and then look
some of the
that way,
best
and
parts
then jump.
are on the inside though. Come see this hot shit.
Oh, we got another one. Look at this.
What are we doing? Oh,
This map's all kinds of fucked up.
It's ugly right now.
You showed a different apartment not too long ago, but this is completely different. You just got vacant apartments lately?
Yeah,
Hi, Viri.
I ran out of ideas.
Hey, Freddy.
Churches have got nothing else, so.
How's it going?
So,
I was gonna say, you don't seem like the kind of guy to run out of ideas.
Fine, what about you?
Good.
the other apartment is also
Just
going
go
to
on.
be.
Jumping
The
around.
apartment's up right now. It's up right now. I'm still working on it.
Is this a Peloton?
It seems to be the Chinese people have taken over the community.
You mean up
But,
as in public?
Yeah, it's public now.
Hmm.
It gets really popular when the Chinese community's online. Mainly because it's set in Hong Kong, I think. So they kind of like it.
Okay.
But I don't understand my player base. But that one's got multiple skyboxes you can choose from, and they're all from like Google Maps, pretty high quality. This is actually one of them though. But I wanted to do a nighttime apartment map, so I started this yesterday, and this is it right now. But I'm just using it as an excuse to use Pro Builder more and try and get lights baked a bit better.
Nice.
Trying to use bakery. I absolutely destroyed bakery in the last map, so I don't know what I did wrong, but it went real bad. I had a really bad time.
Did you use it? I mean, I'm guessing you used it because the ground here, for some reason, is lit, even though there's no light.
I'm disappointed
This light is coming through the other side.
Behind.
This wall got edited in
Oh yeah.
what was
What
I
am I seeing
talking
on the
about?
stairs?
Pro Builder. This wall
it's a
was
reflection
edited in
pro?
Pro Builder,
Oh.
and the UVs got messed up
Oh,
on it, so the light's
lamp
coming
over
through.
there.
Oh, Wait, what lamp? Oh, that
Wait, why
lamp.
am I hearing the Tokyo Drift song?
There's actually some lights you can turn on, but it's real time. These lights here, I forgot to pick, so these ones are actually just real time lights.
Oh, that's probably why it's shining through.
It wasn't really called, there's not much lag, surprisingly. But I didn't really know that about lights. I think it's just because it's only rendering on like 2 things.
You could afford
So a
to
lot of
get-
objects.
I guess it's a matter of how heavy can the map be, but you could afford to get much cleaner looking shadows
Nice use of
since it's a
Abstergo
really
here.
tiny environment.
Yeah.
That's not an
Yeah,
anime.
like I say, I'm just like I'm trying to experiment, trying to get my light settings better.
That's not anime.
Because I feel like light settings in VR tend to change the experience quite a bit.
Lucifer, I love that you have all the storage stuff on the loft. That's
I'm trying to
hilarious.
get more realistic lights or just more
How are you supposed to get up there?
like smoother lights, I guess.
You use the stairs.
Per unit do you have set up?
What stairs?
20.
Oh yeah, it should be 40.
You mean these stairs?
40. I'll try 40. I've always just went with 20. I think it was
20 is default, yeah. You just decrease it
Yeah.
and the map is bigger, but you're supposed to
Is
increase
that where you keep the light
if
bulbs?
map is smaller.
Alright,
get
I
up there.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'll put
Just
40 then and
hop on
see what
the
that
wall
looks like.
there and then sort of shimmy over.
There, I got it.
I
There,
didn't
I
do
got
much
it.
down here. It's mainly just the
doesn't
upstairs and
work.
stuff
I
for
can't
the
go through it. Look at it.
Oh no, it's washing powder.
content.
Yeah, it looks really thick.
Are you using a post-processing stack?
Yeah, I'm using version 1. I'm just using what Silent told us to use, so...
Version 1.
Yeah. I tried looking at version 2. I got scared.
You should
and I
just
was
move
like,
these
this
towards
is
the
next
corner so
time,
people don't see them, you know?
You should use it because it would look better.
Yeah, version 2 automatically
I want to
applies
see the kitchen that we're not
so
supposed to
things
look at.
like
Oh, there's the laundry.
Oh,
the,
oh, this is not close enough.
things
They
like
need a
the
lot of
banding
washing.
when you get near a wall are automatically dealt with.
This what is this?
Bandit.
The oven doesn't have
There's a trick for
collision on it.
for
and if
getting
you
rid
go
of
inside it,
banding.
just
When
everything.
you're near the
sorta-
wall, you see the weird line.
I think it's just
weird
it was because the occlusion hasn't been baked
What,
correctly.
like the circle
Yeah.
things?
Shaggy,
Yeah, those.
can you try standing on the water
Oh.
here and tell me if you
Oh,
see
look at that,
Processing
see?
stack
That'll be pretty
V2
good.
just kind of has automatic dithering, so very active using it fixes that
occluding in and out.
without
didn't know
needing to
that.
configure anything.
This rug really ties the room together.
There's ways to do it with V1 also by picking around with its
Is that
grain filter.
sarcasm?
Everything goes away.
No, it's a no,
Very
it's
easy.
a reference to a movie.
Alright.
I was just kind of like, there's not a whole lot in this room, but there's a rug. It really ties the room together.
I didn't do much downstairs yet. I kind
Does
of
my
like the look of the
increased
bedroom, so I
height
just continue doing it.
scare you?
That's why I might, put a 3D VR
We
chat
lost their height.
thing above there and just call it Ron's house.
Oh, you got it back.
Then you sit up there.
Probably not a good idea.
Oh.
Sorry, right?
There's a spot here, Lucifer, where everything gets.
And go to the wall.
What have you?
Everything is invisible. Like, poof.
It's a collision column.
And now we have become one. We will make the ultimate VRChat map.
The three of us combined.
Where am I?
It's on
at the moment?
edge. Do you know how to fix that, Lucifer? Or...
It's just gonna be loud animations and memes,
I tend to just change the numbers until it works, to be
but
honest.
they will sync really well.
Oh no, it's easy. So what you want to do? You want to just select the plant and up where it
That's a
says
great
select,
idea.
You probably have it selected.
It
before,
works until it
right?
doesn't.
Drop down
I need to turn off nameplates because all I get is your nameplate in my face.
Well, I'm outside the window now.
And then like it'll
Yeah, how's it seem outside? How's it look?
Quit Michael Jacksoning on Cyan here.
I think the rain stopped. We're safe to go outside again.
Oh yes, yes.
Alright, okay.
Occluder means that
Oh, she jumped off last second. Are you stuck with me, Cyan? There's no saving you now.
Are you sitting? What? Are you? Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. This isn't on a building. What is this? Is this just literally nothing?
This isn't a beach. This is a bathtub.
What?
What? Wait, are people following
You
us?
didn't catch my sick meme reference. There's squid.
Wait.
How far down does this go?
Wait, are you just like stutter stepping down, or did you like open your menu?
I'm stutter stepping.
Okay.
Halifax is
You
coming after
why
you.
you hadn't respawned.
I see you. Oh shit, we're almost at the bottom.
Nope, there it is.
Oh. What a journey.
It'd be like that.
I got forced back first.
In most cases, you'll want to turn off occluder on anything that's
Let's go.
Avoid.
Oh, now everybody's trying. I was
It's a
gonna be
long
first,
journey.
But I fell.
Lucifer, nice windows
Shit,
that
they
you have
realized
here.
the
Just keep
windows
moving back and
have
forth.
collided
You'll
on
just
them.
kind of float
I
there.
know that. I figured that out too.
Hello.
I was using that shit.
Cold.
I don't know.
Oh, they're saying it too.
We're only at 31 people.
Windows, because
You're
you
not
go
supposed
through
to
windows in
find
real
out about
life.
my
So just be in real
colliders and
life.
windows.
Why you need doors? Just go.
Oh,
Finding
no.
the salt.
Why is everyone climbing? I joined in
Go
the
through the windows, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I just went through the window.
No.
Rubik, you gotta
Stick
be
a
each
box
way that
collider
if you go
over the
to
whole
to the second floor. And just oh, the fuck
Look at this. You build a map and we all just want to stand on the roof.
That is correct.
It's the coolest.
Hang
Like
on the windows.
They want to be at the highest point.
Hey.
It wants to be high.
Oh yeah, you can do it from the same.
Lucifer, are you good if we move on?
Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm good, yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Are you showing something to
Are
us?
you around to
Fuck, I fall.
Should I respawn people or are we finding cash?
I looked up your name and
Yeah,
I
they
couldn't
are.
find you the subject.
Hello?
Hello?
You good to go? Hello. Yep. Is it time?
Yep.
It is.
Alright. Well, we'll drop a portal.
Do you want to say anything before we go or just drop it and go?
Main stuff or
Yeah.
No,
look
it's
on the events
pretty
page.
self-explanatory. Go in. No buffered triggers. Things should not break, hopefully.
I'm just gonna make everything in my world tomorrow local, just to play it safe.
There's things not local in your world?
I was gonna have it fire and just tell people what song to start playing, but it
Mm.
was gonna be unbuffered. But at the same time, I'm just gonna. It's probably just safe if I keep it all local for everyone.
It's probably better that way.
Yeah.
What portal?
Yep. Portal.
What's a portal?
Good question.
Oh geez, every single leaf on the tree is its own mesh.
Are you serious? How did you find that out?
I walked into the tree and each leaf was occluding one by one.
My gosh.
Amazing.
Wait, which tree? Oh, this one, yeah.
This one right here.
Alright, I'm just gonna go in then.
Alright, I think we're good.
So, I don't know why, but I guess people like having the actual steps going up and down.
Really
Channel.
odd.
No.
It was actually, I took the bedrooms out of the Church of March 3 specifically because I found it out and I didn't like it.
Oh my
dude,
god.
I really
When
didn't
I
like it.
I first played. I tried to have sex with a rat in that bed. He ran away.
Over here.
Yeah, the second floor is missing.
It was my first experience
Yes,
with VR.
so this is a rip from a game. The second floor simply does not exist because it's made for these mini games. And
Oh.
there's a mirror up there. So
There's a mirror.
We gotta get.
Wait, doesn't exist? What does that mean?
Well,
Oh, it literally just doesn't exist.
yep, it does not exist. However,
I feel like I've seen this a long time ago. Is this just like the same rip, or did you make that map?
This outro is
probably.
really cute.
It's a pretty old game.
I like
for
your
their
font.
life.
What is this? Like, is this a
Why no
Alright,
chairs?
so these
Thanks, you
chips
too.
pickups, you can pick them up.
Thank you.
You can adjust the values so people can
Switch.
Well, it's VR only right now because I wanted to make a fun experience
Wait, is it,
for poker and or blackjack in VR.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, how does this work?
Alright, so that's a pickup with a UI panel that only activates when you pick it up. It has an animator on the pickup, and since it doesn't even have it's got object sync on it, but it also syncs the animator. It's an animator with 5 layers and 50 states total, 10 in each. And you can adjust animation. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh no,
well,
you don't have to open the menu. You
grab it
just have like to be
this.
a good. You have to be a good half a meter away to activate the menu.
There you go.
Arms aren't long enough.
Yeah, I don't get that. I wish there was a way to change that.
Add a box collider and actually manually adjust the size of it.
I'm not sure what it is. It's something with these UI panels. Like if you pick one up and
If you're using the
move your
UI
hand
shape, did
away-
you add your own box collider to it?
Okay, I will make note of that.
Because all it does is it adds a box collider, and if you
Oh, yeah,
see,
I'm
like,
rich.
it'll probably be like the size that you're seeing there. So then if you just adjust the size of the box collider, it'd be better to actually click.
Okay. The animations control the amount of chips you see. I also wrote a custom shader for the little billboard sprite, so other people can see the.
on the back.
Oh my god, it's lagging so bad when I look at
There's a
that
button
table
right here
now.
to become the dealer of the cards. It takes ownership. Takes an ownership of this entire randomized
Good thing I didn't say it on the
system off the
stairs.
side of the map, and I can, as dealer, straight off the top, spawn a new card.
I can see it like
Slide it out to people. It's like a-
teleporting in from.
What was it?
I'm at like 24 frames with it though. I don't actually see them teleporting. It's just appearing.
No, so sometimes I see them like running in from the side of the map to his hand.
No, it's funny because I still see the cardboard box with the jar.
And it's completely randomized deck.
I'll meet you, Squid, and I'll meet you.
Have you double checked that you've done one of every suit, or one of every card?
Yes. Yes, I have many times. At one
Actually,
point, I had
Jar's
two Kings of
poker
Hearts.
turned out that like she had missed a card. So if you've been
Oh,
counting, you'd be in trouble.
I have definitely checked multiple times. I will.
Slider, so you can change how aggressive it is. That'll be real good.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Taking it to a prefab and duplicating it, like, and it uses, I believe, exactly 218 teleport
You
to
can't
RPC.
prefab teleport to.
What do you mean? I'm gonna have to
You
test
cannot do
this
it.
Salvatore, so I'm having
Sorry.
a really bad time right now.
It's just us 3. What do you mean?
No, well, yeah, just don't use teleport to if you can help it.
I can't even use Squid.
Yeah, if people want
My audio is
I think
cutting
I can
out.
Yes, it is.
move it right here.
Oh!
Discard and shuffle
okay,
everything
you took my
again.
cards. I'm like, ew, I just had it and it disappeared.
Okay. You set the entire deck. Oh.
Anybody?
Ready.
I don't know what's going on anymore because everybody's just like,
Wait, I
not
can't
talking
believe
anymore.
You can't hear audio?
I'm not going.
I don't hear Cash anymore.
Not going.
If Cash is talking.
Oh, Kej is not talking right now.
Yeah, me.
Kej
Oh.
is dealing.
Fine, what about
No, he's dying. I guess.
I'm about to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rejoin the room because
That text-to-speech sounds really familiar.
Oh my god, I got the same bug. No. I don't want to see people moving 1 frame per second. It's sad.
Oh yeah, I lag, but I'm not getting any lag. Yeah, it sounded like Fappa.
Hmm.
I mean, Papa's pretty generic.
Sat the peg.
Still on the table after I
Hey,
reset
listen, I
everything.
hear Kizzy and Mars had some
Even though it
problem
should
for the soccer
drop
thing.
cards
Do you know
and
anything about?
teleport them all.
Oh, one of the. Oh, there it goes.
Check if they wrote something.
You can just replace all your teleport twos with autocams. And then you could prefab it. Space Dragon. He's an evangelist of autocam.
36.
Oh,
Let's add some chips to the poker table. Maybe work on the roulette table since I got the chips pickup done.
So do
And then make this public.
do these like you have to keep track of them yourself, or do you have any sort of like does your bet system?
No, you have to manually.
Okay.
manually.
I was having a
So-
lot of decent
It's
issues
good.
in the last one, but I restarted
And then
yet.
what's I see a tiny little box right here. What is that?
What's happening?
Why do
Oh,
your
that
lab-
is probably part of the billboard sprite.
Oh, okay. So, do you see in the
That's,
middle of the one? There's a
Oh,
tiny box.
yeah, that is
Here,
the. That's probably the mesh of where you have it. Like that's the mesh the shaders are writing.
Yeah, I don't know. I like.
Dude, you're so cute. What a little dragon puppy.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, like, I'll probably join again.
I can't change avatar anymore.
Oh, you're back in the normal
Or
one.
use it.
Yeah, you're in your blue robot.
It's a waste of.
You're animated. You're not a dynamic bone.
No, it's dynamic bone.
There's dragon here.
Currently halfway
This is a dynamic bone.
It is that. It's just you're within the limit. Is that what it
I
is?
need to get out of here.
Actually, it's not a dynamic
How
bone.
is happening to you?
I'm escaping.
What's
now.
I'm at 0, so you shouldn't see it.
That you're going around in
Oh,
circles,
no.
halfway stuck in the floor.
I know. Oh, never mind. You reset my JSON.
Yeah, but it should be.
I mean, it could be
Yes,
joined.
they do.
Is it dynamic bones? Yeah, hit it. Okay.
They all tilt when I rotate my head
That's why
in each direction.
I'm escaping to the beach.
So
I
basically, it
like
just
how
takes
we
the
have a
direction of
lot
what
of
your
cards on
camera
there.
is.
They kind of boil.
I've kind of noticed with the post-processing, I think the eye correction, or whatever it's called, might be set up incorrectly, because, like, if you look at the floor and then you look straight up, you can instantly tell that, like, it's suddenly getting darker and brighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I noticed when
It gets a bit
I came
extreme.
in, it was too bright, and then when you approach something that's bright, it works there. But kind of like at the spawn, your lights and your slot machines are very blown out until you get close to them.
The camera's really bright too.
Okay. Oh wow.
Very, very bright.
I honestly think you can just do without it. I know that Silent recommends that you can use it for, like, to be able to see your menu in dark places, but I find for the most part, if it's, like, so obvious that you can notice it, then it's not a good idea to use it. And then in situations where you have it set up correctly, then you don't even notice that you have it at all. So there's no real point in using it from what I've seen.
And your eyeballs. Oh, if I get close to your eyeballs, do they adjust? No. Oh, they do.
Probably.
But I have to get right here. They adjust when I'm right in your face.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Holy crap.
Is that the entire point in having that?
Suddenly got a lot brighter in here, didn't it?
Oh my gosh! No, that's hilarious. Like you get
I'm
like
out.
like 6 inches away
Oh,
and you
damn.
dim.
I feel like
really
I'm-
dark. Am I dark?
Hold on. Oh Christ.
That gave me a headache.
I want to try. How bright my eyes.
I look at the flashlight on my
Yeah,
hand. The room
I do
gets
work
a
on the
lot
post
darker.
processing because
The colors in here though, I
Like,
really
even-
so it feels very realistic in terms of like the quality of the light and the
Yeah.
color of the lights. Are these all emissive? All these things?
yes. So this is lit entirely by emissive textures.
Oh, that's why it's
mainly
so
that
nice
light.
and
That's
diffused
why
then.
everything's yellow.
Mhm.
Yeah. No extra lights in here. Funnily enough, the game itself didn't use any of this, like the specular textures or emissive textures.
What did it do?
I don't know. You can go look at YouTube videos of this Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Casino, and it looks
What
terrible.
are these over on these tables?
I'll be honest.
Oh, okay, it's just
Little lights. Yep.
Looks like an episode of Twin Peaks. Very realistic, but
Oh,
super awesome.
okay.
I was just trying to make like a fun hangout. Yeah, like
Is
dealers
there any
behind the counter
music?
that give you chips.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
or
very
just
quiet
like
now.
people sitting here,
It's blue.
just constantly drinking.
There's no bathroom.
Yeah.
Bathroom. You're gonna poop in that bush in front
Oh
of
no.
everybody?
Alexa, get off the stage. Don't do it.
Let's see. Alright, man. I'm just gonna go to the furthest table.
What?
What's this
Are these
button?
gonna have any kind of interacts on them?
I might take a break from doing the roulette and poker tables and make these since they would be simple and fun to animate. But again, since it's all like just preset stuff, you don't have like points you can keep track of in between, like no persistence.
Yeah.
In between instances, it's just for fun.
Yeah.
It's too bright. I can't see the screen.
Get closer.
Yeah, you have to get it really close.
Oh yeah. Oof. Okay, yeah, that's good.
See, I can make it try to adjust to the top 1% of the brightness on your screen, but it has to be a certain, like, volume on your screen before it actually starts adapting correctly.
I don't think I've ever seen that setting being used ever.
It's well, that's the thing. It's
No,
not
I
a
think
setting.
people
And-
use it. It just typically because all these textures in here are fairly high value emissive. You don't usually encounter it. So, like some people might use it, you just don't know because you don't notice. And this one is just particularly noticeable.
Yeah, gotta adjust the post processing, but wish there were like that one extra setting on post processing auto exposure, where you could make it more sensitive. You can set what percentage range you want it to focus on, the minimum and maximum exposure range values, but you cannot change like what percentage of the screen needs to be covered before it starts really adapting to it.
Yeah, you can kind of clamp it, but other than that,
Yeah.
Depth of field, except
No depth of field, no thought.
I think you're not supposed to use depth of field, right?
Depth of field doesn't work in VR apparently, from what I remember.
Oh.
Yeah, your internet might not.
Oh. Is the real light ball still on the... Where'd it go?
Was it a pickup?
Yeah, yeah, it was a pickup.
Yeah, good
Just testing this.
luck. Good luck.
I don't know where it went.
Someone just took it and hit it.
Yeah.
How about this one?
my sleeve. Oh shit.
Nope. Wait, so are the roulette tables working?
I'm gonna have this one work because this is the one that's activated in game. It's a bit larger than the other ones. Still gotta work on the textures. Some things.
Is it gonna like actually do
in the
physics on
colliders.
it and stuff, or are you gonna
I
animate
want. It's going to be a combination of animation and physics, but I want to make it actual physics as much as possible, as much as Unity will allow. Yeah, and if you play Space Mover out of the wall that way and look into the distance, you can see the card sorting system. And the like the pooling area, the queuing area, and the discard area.
What is that gonna end?
But
Like flying above
I don't know how many cards are on the table, what it will look like.
I think that's for sure there are not as many as they were when you.
Oh, it's way out there.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought there was a mirror here.
No, we're just sticking our faces out the wall.
The different types of things where people gather, mirrors and mechanics out the wall.
So I guess we really see the cards teleporting.
Like
Thing was
just
below
a
us.
magic lamp. Maybe you can do like
Yeah, like a
hotkey. Maybe you can do like.
I thought I was gonna rub it and then get something, and it disappeared. Sorter directly below the table to eliminate teleporting nonsense for now.
Page
So
up
like
or
convert
page
everything to
down,
autocam.
up the value. Okay. You could try that.
I think with AutoCam you still might see it scoot the way that it does, though.
The reason it's scooting is just
Maybe.
object synced interpolation. You would have to make it so that teleports on
Yeah.
everybody's
Yeah,
screen
and-
at the same time with both teleport to and
But no, but
AutoCam.
putting it under the table, you won't see it fly in from the side of the screen, so that it'll just visually look better.
With the current network IK, it's not. I don't think you can do anything about it.
Even if I tried
My
generic
kid was watching the
laser-
stream earlier, and he was very impressed with this avatar. It was meme worthy.
To do hotkeys for desktop users.
Really, why?
Because it was funny.
I don't know.
It's like oh look, everyone's anime. Does that bird have legs? Oh my god!
You're big now, man.
That's nice.
You're approved of by an 8-year-old.
Falcon, you look like his brother.
What?
You're Ugandan Knuckles, not a fucking statue of a hawk.
Ready.
Now we can make it so we spend actual money in a virtual casino. VRChat can make profits.
Making it big time, big boy.
My God, bro. Now I want people.
Spend your money.
Alright.
All I need is
You can probably try to do it with a hotkey for the desktop users.
So
Like,
so
they
only
grab
mouse
the
can do
object,
this.
and then a
Well,
hotkey.
here's the thing.
That's it. Okay. Now I can do it.
But I wanted to make this VR centric to get people that have VR but are always in desktop to actually get in VR to play to make it more the game more
Alright,
expressive.
who
and
wants to play
personal.
Spades with me?
I mean, I'm not trying to discriminate. I was a desktop user for a long time,
That's
but
discrimination.
it's, some things are best off forcing people into VR to play it.
Are we playing 52 card pickup? What is this?
Actually.
We're playing Object Sync Fun.
Hey Squid, I was wondering, is there any other worlds after this?
No, we're done. This is the last one.
It doesn't have
this is
collision
how
transfer, so you're
Okay,
good.
guys, this is how we shuffle in my house.
Oh, okay, thanks for the info.
It only lets you. It only lets you deal so many at a time, and then it locks out.
Oh,
Probably because there's only 52 cards in a deck.
Yeah. Well, the way it sorts,
I gotta use the space.
it actually gets kind of slow. So you will
Wait, I'm actually curious.
like click to
Is this
spawn them
use of
faster
spades?
than it's actually randomized them. It is.
Awesome.
Oh no.
Need a card throwing map.
Yeah, I can't. You can't just like dump them all out. It only lets you like spit out like 8 or so at a time. It seems.
Yeah, you've got to wait for it to randomize them. The way I have it randomizing, it's literally randomized VRC trigger teleport 2s. Instead of
I got 11.
you have to wait for it to sort more.
I need to like reattach the face palm on this sometime.
Why are we gambling?
Why not?
Free money. I love how doing the most mundane things like and playing with cards.
You can slide them across the table if you're not lagging. Physics going on.
Ooh, I can stack off of each other.
I remember the like 2 or 3 week craze where suddenly like everybody was working on different like gambling systems, and then we'd look at them at the meetup, and then they'd always break because there's too many fucking people.
Yep.
Good
Well,
times.
I mean, so like, there's nobody's trying to sync score in this world, right? And so that's the thing that is really hard to do, is to accurately and reliably
Oh,
and for
yeah.
late joiners sync score.
Yeah.
Really nice. You can play. Come here.
Hardlight's gonna find a way.
You already did.
Yeah.
It doesn't work in this.
Wonder what kind of.
This map
The thing is, like, I have yet to see that work.
I mean, it's
I've
off
seen
by
him-
1, but that's only because of network latency, and we have no way of dealing with that.
Okay, because the last time I saw it, like not everyone could get a head pad.
No, that was broken because he was doing object spawning, and then data storage is broken, plus object spawn is broken. So it's like, we can't do anything about those because those are broken. But the actual counter itself works, but maybe off by 1 due to network latency, because he calls sync while somebody else says +1. So their thing will +1, but then he says sync and it overwrites the 1 that was just done. So we cannot get past object or latency.
Ooh, another ace.
Somebody
throw a card.
Seems pretty reliable. Could you use that for score? Could you, like,
Sorry, what was
somehow... Object sync seems fairly reliable. Could you somehow like use balls in a bucket to do score?
Oh no! Oh no!
It's the best joke of the day.
Object sync is not reliable.
Entirely incorrect. Oh.
You were very
Okay.
After this patch, probably the least reliable thing out of all.
Oh. I'm really naive.
We'll do
it depends. It depends.
If we need to. Once it gets really good, maybe.
Oh, wait a minute.
Is this Persona music playing?
Okay.
I don't
This-
have music right now.
It's like a background loop I found on free
Alright, make
sound
sure I'm not gonna
novel
hit
or
anything
something.
here.
Oh shit.
Don't hit
Let's
your
see if I
mic.
can get this onto that table.
Wow.
Congratulations, best throw ever.
Trying to flip him.
There was my mic.
Are you a little soldier like Sherlock Holmes?
I guess kind of a little soldier.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
shit.
it's much more like
You're too young to be.
well
going
less
to war,
laggy when
man.
there's fewer people, but
I'll
that's
do it this
obvious.
way.
But
Tell that to the
I was having trouble
1940s.
even
I'm
throwing
not
like
good
dealing the
at
cards out
card.
when so many people were like loading in.
Could tell.
Because I was the owner of the all the cards.
I'm bad at it.
Well, now you guys are just making a mess.
It's all on the wrist.
Yep.
I knew it was gonna happen.
I turned just to not hit my
Wait.
mic.
Did you rotate your game, or did you actually turn?
Card counting, that's the best.
I
part.
physically
make
turned,
sure it
but
still
then
works.
I turned back.
Okay.
Like counting chips even.
Discarding still works.
There.
I can obviously see the chips are syncing properly because I see
Nice.
Oh, you got
correct
that one.
numbers.
337.
Everyone's got the meme numbers going on.
43210.
I like how I
God,
hold
so
it
much that
as if
says
it
boobs.
has any sort of like inertia properties whatsoever. Like I can literally, I can throw it like this and it'll
Yeah, the wind is gonna take if you don't throw it
Back in
straight.
elementary school.
Calculators could do
But
that.
I need to
Oh
get
wait, there's one
aerodynamic
we've
properties.
forgotten.
Oh no. Oh.
Well,
It's remarkably hard to do.
420. So 69. Okay.
Good job.
Okay.
We're missing 420.
We're like raising each other memes. This is.
Is this the last world?
Yes.
it is. Yeah, we're done.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, I would have shown mine, but
I have a window there.
Goodness. Too many people.
It is now.
I'm the dealer now. Desktopper.
Are you? I don't see the.
Wait,
There we
Sam,
go.
Damn, look at all those
what was
miners.
the problem with the counter?
Oh.
Like for
You can. It's a.
the
You don't have to be
offline one?
master now. You can click the
Um,
spade right here to become the.
we didn't have a way. The way that Hardlight set it up is just more of when you call sync.
No, it's
Fusion network latency, it's potentially to be off by one for like if you happen to press one or like add one to it while you're trying to sync it. So then the sync command, which just says replace the number with this, doesn't get the other command that said add one to it during that operation. So it's just delay and triggers.
Are you still
Yeah,
delayed?
you can
Maybe?
disable.
You need a little bit of
You
inertia
can
there.
disable all other people's except
You have to spawn them a bit
during
slowly
the
because I
meeting.
think the way it is
Yes,
set up
but
right
then
now,
it's not real time anymore.
if you click to spawn a
delay
card
on people?
after it's
No, I restarted the game.
like
It's fine.
before it's
Okay, cool.
you drop it.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to show you something.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not looking into it. That was just what it, like the issue was before.
If you click to spawn one before it's actually queued one up, it will actually skip that part in the queue, and you'll miss that card.
To be
So you still saw it?
But I saw it.
That's
Okay.
It was awesome.
usually much faster than
No,
than the normal real time.
So I mean, there's multiple ways that you could get around it by like forcing it all to go through, like say the master, but then that just makes it really slow if you like have a large ping.
I don't know if you saw the light.
Yeah,
We made a mess of cards.
Yep.
I can only deploy the whole deck, right?
I recorded what I played if you want me to send it.
always interesting.
Funnily enough, yeah, you can get all 52 cards out.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah, I can do that.
But yeah, his counter is out there. No, well, I guess it's technically still in the beta stage.
Drop the deck in here. Boom.
Alright. Anyway,
Is it easy to use? Is the second question.
Sounds good.
I don't know if it's explained, but
When you click it and it
all you have to do is call like
Hardlight's-
triggers for like
that is
one and
never explained.
yeah. You should just be calling like
It's pretty
add
easy
one
to
and
use
add
if you
5
know
triggers.
everything from before.
Hmm?
I mean, so like if you build it into Toy Box and it's kind of like if you want to score, here's how you
It
keep a
is
score
in
per
Toy
player,
Box.
and here's how you add and subtract from it. Then great, but just don't know that people know about it.
Well, it's not released yet. It's still in like the beta thing. He hasn't updated Toy Box for like 2017 yet.
Okay.
Amazing.
And yet he's making mirrors.
And then you do the
He's clearly
don't count up to
become a regular player.
I must defeat the dealer.
Why make world when mirror do trick?
Only one? Make 4 mirror.
But what about
Okay, alright. We need to
5
make 8 now.
mirror?
We need to have logarithmic technology improvements. I expect 256 mirrors in short time frame.
I mean, I was looking at my Oculus desktop.
1024 mirrors? Got it.
All the friends.
How about a mirror for every single polygon on your avatar? I think that's reasonable.
Disco avatar.
Certain ones.
So every face is a mirror.
No, mirror for that. So then if you are a disco avatar, and then you also have additional mirrors per face. Why are we talking
That
about
would
this?
be amazing. Let's do it. I want to get up and model things. Get a Diet Coke.
Oh, it sounds like people had already started leaving. Where is Squid even here?
Ruby took a bunch of people to his shop.
Oh, okay.
The portal that was right there a second ago.
That I didn't see at all.
Didn't see it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Casual
Yep,
go
okay.
look if they come out of falling over again.
Yes. No. Make everyone go to that right now, please. It's
Okay.
so glorious.
What is this?
Adventure time.
It's the greatest
Sounds
map in
fun.
VRChat. I told him to make it public, but he won't.
Oh, what a nerd.
Wait, oh my, all my icons are gone.
Oh no.
I hope you named your worlds nicely.
Oh jeez. Are they able to fix that?
Oh, 8.
Oh, it's so bright. It's so bright.
8.
8?
8.
8.
I gotta increase the limit there.
8? Well,
Oh,
you'll have
you-
to restart your game.
Yeah. I think everyone would.
No,
Yeah.
just him.
Welcome to VRChat.
Restart their game. Actually, I've been hearing that. I don't actually know the
Don't touch it,
Wait,
Blue. Don't
I
touch
mean,
it.
we could still get in. You
You
just have
can't
to
make
get
me.
invited in there.
Don't touch it.
You can't make me.
If you touch it,
I'm
I'll
gonna
tell
touch-
Mom about
I'm
the
gonna
poop
touch the
sauce.
bot.
I'm gonna tell
I'm
about
gonna
the poop
touch the
sock.
bot.
Oh, somebody went in.
The bot.
Don't touch it.
I touched it.
Touch it. We can join off people's
That's
friends.
it. Mom's hearing about the poop sock and the piss drawer, right? You're gonna be in big trouble. Yeah, I sure showed him.
Oh.
I can just like re-upload it.
You could change it on the website.
If you do the website, you can change the size.
Yeah. I'm gonna Squid earlier is that he changed it on the website, but he still saw it as 10, and then it shut down when 10 people got in.
You were in some world, and Squid was in like portal putting down mode for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, what is going on? And then he like didn't drop a portal. I was just, because like I just had it running without any sound, and I didn't realize how frickin' boring this event is without sound on the
Oh,
stream.
absolutely.
Because it's just like you guys are just standing there. I'm like, what's going on?
That happens.
Running around the world.
Just standing there.
Yes. Just
Menacingly.
standing there.
See, it still says 8 for us.
Yeah,
I think you have to restart your game.
Yeah, everyone has to restart.
Oh boy.
That's what I said.
Well, now everyone has to restart.
I can read an instance.
I was looking at your shit.
Upload
Sorry.
new, upload it to new blueprint or something. That fix it.
We get stronger.
It would, but that'd take time.
Or we
What if
could
you
just,
have to
go in
detach
and
it?
invite people. There's
What?
up to 16
How dare
people
you
here.
be reasonable?
Sorry. It's been a long weekend.
Can you drop it again, please? Oh no, it's still 8. Even if you rejoin
How,
now.
how many do we even have in here?
Like 17, I think.
18.
You have a twin.
18.
Okay, I'm just gonna get off anyway, so now you have 17.
More
I'll see you
reasonable.
guys later.
Have a nice day. Oh,
Leaving.
she left.
Yeet, gone. Without even getting to say bye.
Evaporated.
Yeah, that's how I want to go.
I don't feel so good.
Easy to import. Yellow sleeves.
Press Z.
Oh, press Z. Oh yeah, dude. Press Z. Follow me. Here we go. Oh shit. Don't worry about that noise.
Press Z, follow me.
Press Z. Follow me. Press Z. Follow me. Press Z. Follow me. Press Z. Follow me.
I pressed Z, nothing happened.
Follow me. No, press Z. Follow me. Press Z. Follow me.
Nothing
Press
happened.
Z. Follow me. Press 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 Z. Follow me. God, Blue, you're so fucking far ahead. Slow down.
Not the shit, but
He's pressing shift also. It's cheating.
Press Z. Follow me. Press Z. Follow. Yeah, you're not. You're pressing it a
Look at
second
him
time.
go.
You're unpressing Z.
How dare you?
Are you disqualifying me?
Wait, hold.
I am disqualifying you.
I have a Fortnite pack.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe you would disqualify
Mine, the
me.
legs were crossed by default. Well, yeah, that's all that was wrong with it. The legs were crossed. Bones were mapped wrong.
Disable list.
I'm started.
Alexa, you can.
Press Z.
Mine
Follow me.
I changed it on the website,
Press
but it
Z.
doesn't change for anybody
Follow
else,
me.
so it doesn't matter.
Press Z. Follow me. Press Z. Follow me. Press Z. Follow me. Press Z. Sign, where are you going, young man? Where are you going, young man? You come back here right this instant. You press Z right now. Follow me.
Get on the
Press
ground.
Z. Follow me. Press Z. Follow me. Press Z.
Can't press
Follow
Z.
me. Press Z. Oh, press Z. Follow me. Press Z. Follow me. Press Z. Follow me.
Oh, the
Press
portal's
Z,
up.
follow
So
me.
wait, what is this?
Press Z. Follow me.
It's
Press Z. Follow
kimono.
me. Press Z. Follow me.
What is kimono?
I don't know.
No better.
Are we going in?
I mean, the meetup's over.
Oh, so this time it's by choice.
Did you choose to go in?
Oh yeah, this is amazing. Gosh.
I'm gonna do the stupidest thing ever and run in.
I guess press Z.
I mean, this cube's pretty cool.
Oh, is this pathfinding? Is that what this is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And ragdolling in real time.
Yeah.
Is this synced? Because
No, it's not synced. No,
No,
it's
it's
not
not.
synced. Fuck.
Oh.
This was the first prototype. I never did anything else.
You gotta make them fall down where they can't get up.
I don't understand anything.
I might have killed
Alexa,
my.
did you fix it so it doesn't fall down all the time?
mine's stuck now, but okay.
Mine's not falling down.
It's like 50-50.
Ah.
Seems pretty upright to me.
Yeah, animation needs to be fixed.
It's just stuck on the floor now.
I don't kill kimonos. You're supposed to keep them healthy and upright.
It's not my fault it got stuck before getting or falling over.
You touched the cube. It's your fault.
What the?
Oh, sugoi.
That one knocked me.
This doesn't move them.
Yeah. I wish it would just like whitelist the things I need to get is actually working properly. I mean, around, of course. It's just a bunch of capture colliders.
They trapped mine under the fucking cube.
I need a Puppet Master AI controller with the animation thing.
Yeah.
Like this would be just the Puppet Master by itself with states you can transition to. Like every time it follows down, it fires a UI event, and it transitions to a specified state in an elevator.
I know.
There's more
Oh, it
stuff
fell
you can
down.
do, but it's very limited and useless. But combined with other things, it's very useful.
Okay.
Yeah. Mine's like struggling because the foot's on the ground.
I got mine like stuck under the cube and it just keeps getting up over and over and then just falling back down.
Yeah, that's the best part. It's permanently falling over. Exactly.
Welcome to the after show.
So
The after show. But yeah, I need to go to get food at this point. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what that actually is saying. But yeah, that's all for the community meetup. Thank you guys for watching, and until next week. Goodbye.